No, skipping that one. We don't do Animal Crossing in this house. Sorry, Animal Crossing fans. This is just not my deal. All right, quick impromptu stream. Didn't mean to do this, although I was planning on doing a watch of This Is How You Don't Play FF7 Rebirth, just because no way that fucker's going back to that game. Okay, make sure everything's good here. All right, we're good. How far are we from live fill? He just started. He was like really late. I thought I was super late, but no, I can't be 2 minutes behind because I've just been setting this up. Whatever. Okay. I want to get the video game music going because I need something in the background. And I don't know, this is like having this in the background really wants I really want to play FF7 again. Or sorry, FF8. God, I'm gonna make sure the soundboard's working. Am I doing the whole react or just level 1 podcast? I can only do level 1 podcast. I can't stand the reacts. There we go. Soundboard had to be up. Okay, that on there. I'm sorry. I think Atlas, doesn't Atlas the bookkeeper usually do reacts? I think so. It really is torturous. Absolutely. Like just watching him sit there in silence and going meh every 2 seconds, it drives me nuts. I don't have any audio boosting on him, but I just find he's pretty loud by himself. But anyways, here we go. Oh shit, sorry. 1.25 speed. We got a lot of skip juice, gotta catch up. Also too, immediately tries to make Trump about him. He's muted. What's in the, oh my god, hang on. It didn't automatically switch. Okay, are you hearing the music now? Like, you should be hearing Balma Garden from Final Fantasy VIII. Okay, that's might be they're supposed to flip when I put my headphones on, but it doesn't automatically do that, so I have to go into OBS and change the audio out source. So sorry about that. All right, let me go back and hold on, I gotta get full context.
After yet.
Oh, shitty music.
Good morning, everyone. Man, after yesterday, I think we all need a more chill, laid-back day, do we not? So that's exactly what we're doing today. On the show, we're going to discuss updates on ideas for upcoming playthroughs and things to do on all of my channels, the upcoming marathon, and we're just going to relax. This is not going to be a super serious...
Yeah, and once again, he's making yesterday about him. He's like, oh man, I was so stressed yesterday because with Trump, I couldn't play Stardew Valley.
...show, because that's the opposite of what we need today after everything going on in the real world. Then it's going to be a full day of reacting. So again, be able to sit back, enjoy clips, reminisce on past playthroughs, and just have a good chill time together. Whew. Boy, am I glad that I get to do what I do and be the place where you guys get to separate yourselves from reality and just kind of relax. That's what it's all about on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
No, going past your shitty intro. I don't think we need the opera of music from Final Fantasy VI on here. We'll skip to another track. That's all sound effects. There, Mega Man. Oh god.
Alrighty, well, it is Sunday, the 14th of July, 2024. We're in the midsummer. It is hot.
Thank you. I didn't know what the date was. Thank you for telling me what the date is.
We had a week of 90-degree weather. Now we have a week of straight up 80 to almost 90-degree weather, and there's no end in sight. You know, looking at our weather coming up, pretty much incredibly warm every day. So we've got
I keep
the
forgetting.
absolute,
This guy likes the cold better than he
crazy air
does
conditioning pumping here.
the
We needed
warm.
it
No,
so
wait,
badly.
he loves the fall.
And whew, trying to stay cool and beat the heat. It's a place to do it right here, man, because today we're just going to chill and relax. Obviously, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Maybe you haven't been paying attention. Maybe you're watching this later on, and when it's live, you're like, what could Phil be addressing? Well, something happened in current events yesterday, and it affected my streams.
Oh, boo-hoo. Someone almost getting murdered affected your streams. All the attention. Remember, this motherfucker right near the end of Elden Ring was telling his chat to shut the fuck up about Trump getting shot. But then realized that there's money to be made on here. So I'm going to dedicate the first hour of my chill positive stream to talking about Trump getting shot. Like, my God. Oh, so this guy here. Haters better pay attention. Whether you take a shot at the king, you better not miss. Whether it's you or the president, long live the king of hate. Oh, you're getting leaned in so hard.
In an obvious way. So I obviously want to explain how we're handling that and moving forward, how it's going to shift the schedule around and stuff like that. Okay? All right. So, first of all, I wish you all well. I hope that you're all safe, happy, healthy, because good Lord, I know we're all going through a lot right now, especially if you live in the United States. A lot of stressful stuff going on in real life, politically, and otherwise, and yikes, right? And so when all that stuff is happening, I'm happy to...
Ironically, he could have made a lot more playing Dent Valley. Exactly. Like, I think he barely made $50 on his chill positive drama stream. He would have made way more playing Stardew by just like feeling ignorance and going, what do I do? No. I think a lot of people speculate that his biggest pay pig was like, oh, I can't be around tonight, so I can't pay the money. And it's just like, well, fuck it, I ain't playing if I ain't making money on it.
To bring you a disconnect from that, a place to come have kind of a solace and a reprieve. And that's what I'm going to do today. You know, yesterday it did affect my content.
Talk about me,
and
Ree, and no one else.
Let's get this out of the way. So now we can come back today and we can relax together and not be affected by it. Okay? So let's explain. Let's recap yesterday quickly so you guys know where everything.
Recap yesterday. Trump got shot. People were talking about it. I didn't want them to talk about it. I made a whole hour dedicated to it. And now shut your fucking mouth about it. You talk about Trump, you're getting banned. Sound good?
Is that. And then we can jump in, shall we? So, yesterday, the first stream, we talked about a bunch of topics on this podcast, which we're going to touch upon again today. So I don't really want to reiterate them, but basically, we need new game playthroughs coming up for about a month until new games hit in late August, because I'm about to finish Elden Ring DLC, and I'm about to finish both Riven Remastered as well. So we're going to need new stuff. In addition, we have a fun marathon coming up on the 27th, and we need to hone in on exactly what we'll be doing during that event.
TLDR, I do an hour and a half long podcast. I do another thing about explaining what the event is. I drink. I play an hour of a game. I drink some more. I play another hour of a game. Then I eat in front of your face and say how robust and flavorful and transcendent it is. And then you give me money for it. Sound good?
And then finally, on the DSP Throwback channel, Fallout 3's Restoration Remastered
Jordan left? Yeah.
is done. And we're going to be starting up with some missing content for posterity purposes first. But I'm looking for what the next major playthrough should be in regards to, something to restore from my past and upscale it. So
I gotta say, like, can I just say, like, can anybody name me, somebody in the chat, can anyone name me another content creator that gives a fuck about their old content being re-uploaded than Phil? Like, a lot of people will just be like, oh, it's gone, and they just move on because they know that that old stuff is gone forever and it's not going to be worth anything. The only person I've ever seen really care about old content has been Max. Only because, like, he just wants people to see it. Like, he doesn't care about monetary value. Like, the stuff that got blocked for him was just, like, some assist me's and some fighting game histories and some boss rushes. And, yeah, he does use copyrighted material on that. He doesn't care. He just wants people to watch it. And I've never seen anyone else, like, give more of a fuck about old stuff than Phil. Other than, I think, Stuttering Craig, like, trying to buy back the old Screw Attack library. I mean, he has it. It just gets taken down a lot by Warner Brothers Discovery and Rooster Teeth. Because they technically own that footage now. He sold it off. I've never seen anyone watch their old stuff. No? Like, some people do, like, occasionally, like every like maybe 5 years, they'll go like, oh wow, look at this old stuff, huh?
Oh, we have all these topics we're talking about. I'll follow up. We'll talk a little bit more about them today.
But I don't think I've seen anyone like care enough to like try re-upload it for money. Like if something got pulled down because a content creator was being problematic or it was just gone, it's just gone.
But after that, we jumped into the Elden Ring DLC, and I'm happy to report we got through the entire Final Legacy dungeon in one go. It really wasn't that difficult. It was this cool side way that we went that took us all the way through these paths back down to the Tower City, which was the first major Legacy dungeon, and it takes you to this hidden area that you had seen way earlier on, but was wondering could you ever access it. Well, yes, you can. And basically, the hardest weapon in the game to reach is there. It's a really long, like 15-minute jaunt out of your way to get over to where this hidden weapon is.
It's just a skip of the jaunt to a weapon.
I'll be honest, I think you get it too late in the game to really use it. You get it so close to the end of the game. The way that this weapon works is a dual-bladed weapon, twin blade, and as you attack normal enemies, it builds up a charge, and then it starts glowing when it's maximized, and then when you use its weapon art, you spin it, and you shoot this crazy beam of light and energy out of it. So it's kind of like, it's melee, but it also has like a projectile property to it. It's kind of like a magic hybrid weapon.
I fucking hate the way he says melee. Melee. Like he's trying to say milady. It's like melee. Just fucking say it right. Also, too, like, do not ask him if he's ever traveled outside of the States, because then he'll mention Newfoundland, but he'll say Newfoundland. I want to kick everyone in the dick that pronounces it Newfoundland. A straight shot.
Weapon. It works for my build. The problem is it's at the end of the game. Like, there's nothing else to do. Once you get the twin blade, you just go to the final boss area. So why do I need it? Definitely, it's something that's probably catered for a new game plus run or a second run or something like that. So yeah.
And you'll never do that because you're a one and done guy.
It was cool to find. And then basically kind of going through this final area, the only real difficulty I had in the final area, there's this one enemy type that uses elemental magic. And sadly, the game on PS5, anyway, I don't know about PC, but on PS5, the game actually chugs in frame rate. The frame rate dips, and when the problem is when the frame rate dips, all of your inputs now are delayed. When the game slows down, so do your reactions.
Oh yeah, I remember I mentioned about it. He's like, what? I hit R2 like 2 seconds ago. Now it's doing it? Huh? What? Could it just be that you're so drunk you don't realize when you're hitting buttons?
And that's not good. I mean, the same thing happened when I was playing Dark Souls 3 on the Xbox One, and we got to the Pontiff Sulivan boss. The game tried to push so many effects during that fight. Remember, he has the dual flaming swords and all the flame effects and shit, that the whole console lags, and when it does, you can't react to anything. He has clones coming out. Oh, I gotta dodge the clone. Don't just die instantly. You can't dodge. It's like, eh? So I really feel like,
What?
sadly, this is a shortcoming of the game engine, and them trying to push it too far on the PS5. Too many elemental effects with a certain enemy type, and it's frustrating. And you have to fight this enemy type quite a bunch in this final dungeon. Good news is, after dying a few times to one of them, pretty much no other problems. Now, there was one part that got me tilted, and right before the final boss, I think it's dependent on what like quests you've done during the DLC, you have to fight multiple NPC invaders at the same time. Now, if you've completed certain quest lines, you also can summon NPCs to help you during the fight. So I was facing off 4 people, but I had 2 people that I could summon. The thing is, you don't have to summon, but it seems like it's definitely designed for the summons, because if you don't, it's literally a gangbang. First you fight 2v1, and then the others start spawning in. You're like, wait, what? How am I supposed to do this? Now, you know me, I'm stubborn.
No, really? Also referring to it as a gangbang? I don't think you realize. I don't think you know it. I don't think that means what you think it means.
I wanted to challenge myself. And I said, you know what?
Almost fucked the quote up.
To do it without summoning. I'm going to challenge myself. So I tried various different builds, okay? Sadly, in all of their wisdom, they decided that the first 2 invaders that come in have full poise and super armor, and you can't interrupt it. So once they start with their attacks, you literally can't stop them. So for example, I said, let me try a guard counter build. It literally won't work against them. When you guard counter, they ignore the guard counter and attack you anyway, making the build completely worthless. That's incredibly dumb. Bosses don't do that. Ginormous epic bosses don't do that, but these NPCs...
By the way, I apologize for anyone from that's a fan of Jadstream. I do not have the boss sound clip to play. I don't have anything equivalent to that. Sorry. We can't count bosses on this. Or, sorry, boss!
do. Genius, right? So then I said, all right, well, let's go with the dual hammer build. So I tried that, and if I do jumping L1, which is basically jumping double slam, you can kind of interrupt them, and if you do it enough times, basically you could just keep interrupting them to the point where they die. If you have high enough poise, even if they hit you, you can keep doing it. So basically I found by chugging my flask that gives me infinite stamina and just slamming them, I could kill the first NPC pretty much right away.
I got 1.5. He's boring the hell out of me.
Quickly, the other two come in later, and then it's just 2v1, and that's a lot more fair, okay?
If there's one thing that bores me more than Elden Ring talk, it's Street Fighter 6 talk. The way he talks as if he knows everything.
I tried this for about, probably no lie, probably about 40 minutes. Every single time that I was close to winning, the game would do something incredibly fucking stupid that's not my fault. So for example, I'm jumping and slamming.
No, it is your fault.
The game
it's always your fault.
Decides to rotate the camera. So now my character says, this way. Well, I can't control where my character swings. You have to rely on the lock-on system to work. When the camera rotates, the lock-on system stops working. That's a flaw of the game system. That's not me. I'm doing exactly the same strategy. It worked 7 times before. Now it magically doesn't because the camera rotated. I didn't make the game. Okay? Then there'd just be bad luck, like, oh, the guy uses a weapon art that just so happens to make him completely invincible. So now you missed the last hit you needed to kill him. Then he drinks a flask and gets all his health back. And it's like, oh my god.
Go, go, go. Zip, zip, zip. Choo, choo,
so I can sit here
choo.
and talk about it, all the little nuances of it. I was leapfrogging over the enemies for no reason, doing exactly the same inputs. One time I would slam them, and one time I would just leap over them. Made no sense, same exact input. So I'm like, you know what? After doing it for 40 minutes, I said I had enough. I'm basically making this harder than it needs to be. I'm just going to summon, fuck this. And I summoned the 2 NPCs and beat it on the first try. Right? It's dumb. I should be able to do it. I know how to play the game. I understand the mechanics. But the game is wonky as shit. Just, oh, no lock-on. Bad luck here, leapfrog.
The top game of 2022 or whenever it came out. This DLC is like the top thing of 2024. Right near the end. No, this game sucks. Drop my inputs. Fucking piece of shit.
Ow. That hurt my brains. Ow.
Frogging over this, that, like, fuck this. I just want to play the game and have fun. And they got to make it so tedious and difficult because their systems are so unspecifically random. It really is RNG, that you would do the same thing over and over, and you'll actually get a different outcome. You know what they say the definition of madness is? Repeating the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. No, that's literally the definition of FromSoft game.
That's not the definition. Dude, you misquoted. You're quoting the Far Cry 3 dude. It's the definition of insanity. Butters.
Ow. That hurt my brains. Ow.
You'll do the same thing over and over and get different outcomes. The game is crazy like that. So, for me, that was actually probably, no lie, the most frustrating thing in the game was this one segment. Luckily, you know, again, I did the summon like they intended. I beat it easily. I'm like, all right, whatever, moving on. So the good news is I got to the final boss. The final boss only has 1 health bar to my knowledge, and when you get him down about halfway, he goes to form 2. And I'm not going to spoil the final boss or anything right now, but all I'll say is this, you know, I'm using my guard counter build, and it works on this final boss. For sure it works. I'm actually wearing a brand new armor set I got during that previous 4v1 fight, so it's a pretty badass. It's like the ultimate Havel armor, and you look like a giant tank using it. So I'm using this to try to beat him. I think I'll do it. Like I said, I've already pretty consistently been able to beat the first form, unless I make a mistake, and I'm still experimenting a bit with it, trying to find the holes in the combo and things where I can do the guard counter safely and stuff like that. But yeah, it doesn't look that bad. I'll be honest.
Okay, you haven't watched the proper tutorial video yet? Listen, I'm all for people looking for help online. If you need it, that's cool. That's fine. I do it all the time. I freely admit, like, if I'm on a tough boss and then I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm on my phone looking up the boss. And then I'll come back and say, hey, I looked up the video on the boss. I'm gonna try it. I figured it out in this video. Let's do it. Because unless you're making it entertaining for your audience, like, there's no sense of you trying to, like, if you can get past it, get past it. But don't sit here and be like, oh yeah, I figured it out on myself. And miraculously, as I left the room and came back, I beat him first try. Meh. No.
The boss just doesn't seem that hard or bad. I get the feeling when it comes down to it, this will not be one of the hardest bosses I've ever fought in FromSoft history. I find it hilarious. So many people are like, it's the hardest boss. It's definitely not. I would say right now, still in my mind, ranking, Melania was the hardest boss I fought in FromSoft history. You know, first time I fought her, it took, what, 5 hours to beat her, I want to say? Because I think it was like an hour and a half, then a full 3-hour stream, then like another hour and a half to 2 hours, so probably like 6 hours to beat her. This last time I fought her in the second run, it took about 2 hours to beat her, right? In this case, I fought this final boss for about a half an hour, and I'm already consistently getting to Form 2, and I'm already learning things about Form 2. With Melania, it was like, it took so long. Or excuse me, Melania, not Melania. Well, Melania. With Melania, it took so long just to consistently get to Form 2. I barely ever learned Form 2. I just tried to tank my way through it, right? So, yeah, I really think that, once again, people over-exaggerating. I don't think anything in this DLC has actually been that tough. I think it's been a good DLC. There's been some very unique boss fights, like the Bale boss fight, the Dancing Lion boss fight. Those are amazing. I actually really like the Lord of Flames boss fight as well. I thought it was really unique and interesting.
Uh-oh.
So,
Dream Greens tried to derail, saying, tried to super chat and it says something wrong on YouTube and at DSP Gaming. Oh man, like, forget any future talk. He's gonna be like, what? People can't give me money? Hold on. Let me fix this.
Dream Green says, I tried to super chat and there's something wrong.
I fucking called it. I fucking called it. Oh my god. I called it. Hold the phone. Hold your asses. Hold everything. I can't get money. I need to figure this shit out.
On YouTube's end. Well, hold on a second.
What? Huh? We figured this out, huh?
According to my page, everything is active and working, but I'm not calling you a liar. YouTube has been having issues for days. People are gifting memberships and they're not divvying out right away. And then YouTube has not been counting revenue properly for 3 days. Like, there's no revenue for 3 days on anyone's YouTube page. It just shows it's 0. And YouTube already came out publicly and said, no, we screwed it up. It's not working on our end. Don't worry, the money is there that you're earning. It's just not working right. So you literally may not be able to do a super chat right now. It might be screwed up, you know?
That's a worrying sip. That's worrying
There's nothing you can
too.
do about that. I would say if you're really trying to super chat and it won't go through, another way that you can support the channel.
Oh my god. It's like, if you can't give me money through YouTube, do it through PayPal, you fucking idiot.
Channel is obviously whatchamacallit?
Oh, come on! It's on the blank of your tongue. You say it all the time, and wow, what a fucking Kubrick stare this is.
A tip, of course.
It's it, of course. Huh.
Oh, yeah, you could always tip. Tipping is outside of YouTube, so in that case, if it's not working, please tip me. That will help a lot. Okay, and I appreciate that you're attempting to support the channel. I'm sorry if it's not working. YouTube is having issues these last few days. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so continuing on. So yeah, I don't think anything in this DLC has been that tough. Honestly, I think there's been some fun, unique stuff that I really liked, but definitely not ultra challenging, especially if you're using the systems put in place, like respecking to use the new weapons, getting the Scadutree fragments, what you're intended to do. It's not that bad. So I'm fully expecting my next stream of Elden Ring on Tuesday. I will be completing this game. I don't think that it's going to take me 3+ hours to beat the final boss. I could be wrong, and if I am, that's fine. I'm okay with it. If this is truly the last thing in Elden Ring ever, then let it take as long as it needs to be beaten. I don't care if it takes me multiple streams.
As long as you keep giving me money.
Now, last night, I was supposed to play Stardew Valley in a late night chill stream.
Oh,
okay?
God.
As you know, when I play Stardew Valley, it's a combination of me learning the game, micromanaging, and juggling a ton of different things at once in the game while I'm interacting with all.
I've seen people play this game. My wife loves this game. A lot of people love this game. I haven't gotten into it because, like, I'm not really into farming sims, and that's okay. And I appreciate the genre for what it is. What I can tell you is that there's not a million things to micromanage. Maybe like 5 or 6 things. Phil is so stupid. Phil is so.
I'm stupid.
He can't focus on more than 1 or 2 things at a time. I'm being generous. He can't focus on 2 things at a time.
All of you having conversation both about the game, but also many other topics. It's supposed to be an interactive and chill stream in that way.
But
Well, we all know what happened yesterday with the attempted assassination on former President Donald Trump, and it literally just dominated everyone's discourse. Like, so many people just wanted to talk about that. And I knew that if I was going to do a late night chill stream of anything, people were going to want to talk about it. Rightfully so. Okay? Now, if I start playing Stardew Valley, how am I going to micromanage all of the things in the game that you need to be paying attention to play it properly? And then also be learning new elements while I'm trying to interact with you guys and talk about this stuff.
it's called being able to micromanage and multitask. Something you clearly can't do. If you can't do that, maybe you shouldn't be an interactive full-time streamer. Maybe you should go back to doing on-demand content.
It simply put wasn't going to happen. All right? It was going to be a failure of a stream if I tried.
It could have happened. You could have attempted it. But no, as soon as it's like, ah, man, Donald Trump got shot. Oh, okay, you throw all that out the window. That's all anyone wants to talk about.
So I announced basically last minute. I even had my PC on and I made the last minute decision. I said, you know what? I've decided tonight we're not going to do Stardew Valley. We're going to postpone that stream till later in the week. Instead, we're just going to do a late night chill with Phil's impromptu stream. Come on by, hang out with me. Let's just talk. Okay? So basically, for the first hour, all right, the first hour of, excuse me, The first hour of the stream was all talking about this current event and politics and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so FYI, that's what happened. Okay, so if you want to hear my opinion,
for your information, that's what happened. Well, yeah, you just told us this was. God, he uses these terms and these words. It's just like, FYI, this is what happened. It's like, yes, you've already told us that that's what happened. Oh my God.
on what happened last night. All right, with this, please watch part 1 of last night's impromptu stream from July 13th, 2024. The entire first half hour to 45 minutes is me talking back and forth with the audience about it. Okay, I said my piece on it. I've already exhausted what I had to say. I don't want to keep talking about it over and over. That's literally why I did it this way. So now it's out there. If you want to see my thoughts, you can go watch them, and then I can move on with my content. Okay, so we did that, and then basically what happened was for the rest of the night stream, which was about another hour and 15-20 minutes, we talked about many other things. I mean, silly things, frivolous things, video games and food and all kinds of movies, TV, all kinds of different topics, and it was nice. By the end of the stream, we kind of had exhausted the kind of stuff that we were talking about.
Oh God, the grease smoky is a super chat test. Hi Phil, new fan here. Cool shirt, real summer vibes. And that was a C2K or checks 50 whatever. Thing.
So there you go. So I don't know really.
I don't know what denomination that is, but
attention you will give the rest of the show. If you just want to see a nice hangout session where we just talk about various topics, watch the rest. But 2 videos from last night. They're live on the channel. Please give them a look, and I hope you enjoy them. And I hope that that's basically satisfies your desire to know what I think about what happened. Okay, give it a look. Fair enough?
No.
Okay.
If you want to TLDR, he fenced it on the whole thing. Also claimed that no news outlets were reporting on what was going on. You don't watch news. You just go on Twitter. Twitter is not news. I mean, you can get some information by, it's really up to the person viewing it to continue to research and to be sure that what they're looking at is not lies and misinformation. He gave out a ton of misinformation on this subject last night, so please do not watch him expecting him that all this stuff is accurate. Hell, I may have said some stuff in Logan K stream last night that might have been inaccurate. I was just going by what was given to me and then what I've seen on other websites. But yeah, and then he went ahead and made the analogy that the shooter and Trump were like the trolls against him. No.
Well, FYI, I did get your tip. Dream Greens, I do shout out to the end of the show, so that's coming up. And the Grease Merchant did a super chat, and it did come through. So apparently the super chats do work. For some reason, they weren't working for Dream Greens. I don't know why, but they are working for other people.
Thank God I have money.
Yeah, so YouTube's having a lot of issues right now. I should have said this up front, and I forgot about it. YouTube's having a lot of issues. Number one, certain things just aren't working. Like I said, people are trying to gift memberships, and they're not being handed out. And everyone's like, well, what gives? Did they go out? Did they not go out? To my knowledge, they are going out. They're just very, very delayed. So you might get the membership right now, and it doesn't go out for like hours. There's something going on YouTube side. There's wonkiness.
He's literally the only creator I've ever heard anyone talking about an issue with super chats or get the memberships.
Like, for example,
no one else is talking about it.
They want. I recommend if you cannot do something through YouTube, please contribute via tipping. So that way, I still get the support rather than, YouTube basically, costing me, which would really suck. Also, like I just said, YouTube has been screwed up for several days. Starting on July 10th, they have not reported any revenue. It's as if no one's YouTube channel on YouTube is making any money as of July 10th, which obviously is not the case. There's ad revenue, there's super chat revenue, there's membership revenue. So it makes no sense. But they already put out the warning. They said, listen, our system is broken. It's on our end. We're going to fix it. Don't worry. Whatever you're making
Did I get that email?
You just can't see it yet, but it will be coming. So I'm not freaking out at all. To me,
yes, you are. You're totally
Obviously,
freaking out.
It's been pretty good so far. I don't foresee me having any, terrible, oh my God, the sky is falling kind of a deal. I don't really, it's not bothering me. So I know maybe other content creators would be freaking out. For me, it's like, nah, if it's just a reporting issue, I'm not too nervous about it.
Literally no other content creator talks about this ad nauseum as much as you do, Phil. This is a constant worry of you. You always talk about this shit. Always.
Fine. If they know what everyone's making, then it's not a big deal, so move on, right? But yeah, so YouTube's having a lot of wonkiness this week. It's been 4 straight days and counting that things have been going wrong. So my apologies if anything doesn't seem to be working right away. Yeah, it's life, I guess, right?
It's funny that he always feels the need to apologize for other sites' shortcomings. Like, what are you talking about? Like I'm sorry that this isn't working. It's like, do you work at YouTube, Phil?
Okay, now back to what I was saying. So here's the deal. Last night we didn't do Stardew Valley. We did this 2-hour chill stream. That means Stardew Valley will now be delayed. So now let's talk about the schedule for the rest of this week so you guys know what to expect. Today's React Day. We're going to do this podcast, and then we're all going to head over to DSP Reacts for my weekly clip show, DSP versus
I'm not.
Okay? I'm excited for the show. There's always a good
Also,
variety.
two times speed. Fuck the schedule.
Remember, we have guaranteed clips we watch from Ultra members, and then we have clips that are equal chance to be watched in a submissions playlist. This week, I want to say there was 20-something. I think there's 20-something videos in that playlist. So we'll go through the 9 or 10 videos in the Ultra members, and then we'll go over to that, and we'll start playing them in random order. It's always a good time, and I hope that you guys will join me for that, and perhaps...
No, I don't enjoy you skipping over other people's videos, and also... Oh, yeah, they had... that one that he didn't have self-awareness of. Apparently, that's an old video, and apparently 3 or 4 years ago, someone made a DSP version of that, and it's fucking hilarious.
If you like the show, consider becoming a member over there so that way you can submit clips for next week's show. Okay? Cool. Now tonight, I'm very excited for tonight. Over on my DSP Throwback channel, we're doing Retro React, a special stream where I watch an old playthrough of mine, and it's the continuation of Dark Souls 1. We're now actually getting into the best parts. What do I mean by that? We're the parts where I get cursed. I can't figure out how to cure the curse. It's driving me nuts. I'm going on the internet trying to find solutions. The solutions are wrong. So I'm basically going in circles, wasting my time, not able to figure out how to get rid of this curse. I remember then we end up going back to the depths. The depths are challenging. There's bosses and epic stuff coming up. So I think tonight will be a very good stream of Dark Souls 1. And then next week we're going to finish it. We only have 2 weeks left to do this Retro React, and we're going to finish that original Dark Souls 1 playthrough and the epic rage quit at the end where I've had enough and I throw in the towel. In 2011, this was one of the incredibly rare times that I would have started a game and rage quit it and never continued. So it's a rarity. It's actually a historic thing for me. So long ago to be doing that. So that's going to be fun to watch together. So I'm excited for that tonight. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time over on Retro React. Let's all watch Dark Souls 1 together and enjoy the history, right?
I gotta say that besides the podcast, Sundays have become the most boring days of the week as far as like trying to watch Phil content. Like you get like the odd gem every now and then from the React, but like it's just so boring. Like I don't see barely any creators willing to react to the reacts. Nobody does the Sunday night stuff. Like nobody restreams him at night, because just watching him watch his old videos is just painful. Are we done the schedule yet?
We get back to full-time gaming. The first stream will be level 1 podcast followed by Street Fighter 6 and Bison ranked matches. This time an entire 3+ hour session on my Victrix joystick.
Oh, look at my new toy! Someone bought me a $400 toy! Dude, the funny thing is that Wario64, the Twitter account that tweets out like gaming deals and sales, apparently Amazon has been doing a big sale on Kwamba and other fight sticks. It's just like, this cannot be a coincidence. You cannot, like, this is too coincidental. Like, Wario64 is the secret detractor. Has to be.
Joystick, which I've only used on Friday night for a couple of hours. I'm excited to use it more. I really liked using it on Friday night. It felt like a really sweet joystick. Great control, ergonomic, doesn't get sticky and disgusting like the old Combo did, and it has weird lights. Not that those affect the gameplay, but it does. It has lighting. So maybe I'll change the lighting to a color and I'll wear that color outfit during the stream. Okay? So.
But no one's gonna see it! Who fucking cares what color it is?
Monday, the return of the Victrix. I'm excited to use it more in Street Fighter 6. Cool.
Oh yeah, by the way, because he has a $400 fight stick, we're back to blaming the Cannon brothers now for why he sucks at Street Fighter 6. It's the netcode, dude. Drops his inputs, dude. Never his fault.
Then Monday night, that will be the next Stardew Valley stream. And my apologies for those who were really looking forward to a Stardew Valley stream last night and it didn't happen. Listen, I get it, but at the same time, there was no way I was going to be able to pull off that stream last night with what had happened. So we'll continue on Monday night. And then Tuesday, another epic day, the conclusion of the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, where I take on and hopefully beat that final boss. And then on the late stream that night, Riven Remastered continues. And apparently we're about to head into a really epic part of Riven Remastered, where there's going to be like another 4 hours of gameplay, and it doesn't make sense because there's very little left to do that I haven't done in the world yet. So obviously something's about to happen.
How do you know this? You've never played Riven before. You totally watched the walkthrough of it.
And something's about to open up and be cool and interesting that we need to figure out. So we'll find out what on Tuesday night. All right, so Wednesday will be my day off for this week. And FYI, for the week after, I don't really know the schedule yet. I don't know when my day off will be or anything like that. But it's going to be a combination of continuing with Street Fighter 6, starting up something new, and that's really what we need to get to the bottom of. What's the new thing going to be? And then on the night streams, it's going to be Stardew Valley and the conclusion of Riven Remastered. All right, and so the one thing that I'm committing to right now, we are bringing back Fallout 4 because I want to finish it. We've got the rest of the Nuka-Cola DLC to do. We've got the Automatron DLC, which isn't very long, it's like an hour or two. And then we got the conclusion of the story, which again shouldn't be very long, just a few hours possibly. So I only see Fallout 4 maybe taking a week or two to beat, if that, depending on which streams we target. Do we do it as a day stream? Do we do it as a night stream? Okay? So the question is, what are we going to balance with Street Fighter, Fallout 4, and Stardew Valley? We got to find something. And there's a lot of candidates. Candidate number 1, this new Path of the Goddess game coming out on the 19th on Game Pass. All right? I don't really know anything about it. I guess it's supposed to be a combination of like strategy and combat or something like that. I haven't played the demo, but it comes out on Game Pass on the 19th. Maybe we can do a stream to test it and see if anyone likes it. Do I like it? Do you like it? Is it something that's catching on? Or do we play it once and it's kind of a dud and we never play it ever again? We could, okay? And that's coming shortly, so likely we could test that out in 5 days, which would be what? Friday. Yeah. So that's number 1. Number 2, we could try a brand new game like System Shock Remake, or Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, or Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door Remake, right? These are all these remakes that are...
What the fuck? Where did Luigi's Mansion come in from? He has made no indication he has any interest in playing Luigi's Mansion 2. Where the fuck did this come from? Any other time there'd be 12 people restreaming. Yeah, I know, Orin, but welcome on in. Yeah, I saw, like, I was out and about. I was picking up some prescriptions. And I saw Jad had report in the community tab that something came up and he wasn't restreaming. So I was like, I was thinking of doing this is how you don't play FF7 Rebirth, which I still might do depending on how the time goes. But I figure I'll do the Prestream, but I'm not gonna do the. I'm not doing the React. The React is just I'll Minecraft myself if I have to do the React.
Recently come out that I haven't really played or paid attention to because they all came out right in the midst of me.
Okay, I bet.
It could be a game like that as well. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. I've officially made the decision. It's not gonna be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Why? Because there's still 60+ hours left in the game.
Oh,
yes, I'm
shit.
not exaggerating. We played for 20 hours, and the game is a minimum 80-hour game. I don't have 60 hours.
It's not. You don't have 60 hours left in it, my dude. You have 80 hours left. It is a 90-hour game. If you look to do mostly everything, it will take you 90 some hours. I can't deal with the React either. Yeah, it's so painful, but yeah. Yeah, Eternal Napalm is at one of his mods is asking for Rebirth. He will never go back to Rebirth.
To play this game during the summer. I don't. 1 month is not enough to play 60 hours of gameplay. Black Myth Wukong comes out August 20th. Within that next week is Star Wars Outlaws, and I think there's even another game too. Let me take a quick look, but I'm pretty sure that within that time frame, yeah, here we go. So we've got Black Myth Wukong on the 20th, Visions of Mana on the 29th, Star Wars Outlaws on the 30th, Quidditch Champion September.
Bless you. Wife having a season fit in the background there.
September 3rd, Stalker 2 September 5th, Astrobot Game September 6th, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 September 9th, Dead Rising Remastered September 18th.
Oh god, he's going into turbo mode, so he doesn't give a fuck.
Epic Mickey Remake September 24th, Zelda Echo September 26th. I think you see my point, right?
Yeah, the point is you should have kept playing it when you did, but no, I didn't get enough money. And also, oh no, 10 seconds of boobies are coming up. Literally, guys, and I will spoil this. Costa del Sol and the fact that you get to dress up Tifa, Cloud, and Aerith in swimsuits. One can be more revealing than the other, which is really not that big of a reveal. Is literally 10 minutes out of a 90-hour playthrough. He's that weirded out that he'll just refuse to go back to the game over 10 minutes of them in swimsuits.
There's no time for it. The time for that game was back when it was new. And when it was new, no one wanted it. I played 20 hours in. I was consistently having it do a day stream. People weren't showing up. The last stream of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth I did, we hit 201 viewers. For a daytime stream of a hot new release, we only had 201 viewers. Everyone in the chat was completely disengaged. No one was watching the game. People were talking about sports and other topics, which aren't even topics pertinent to me. It's not even like, oh, people were off topic talking about other things about things I'd be interested in. They were literally talking about sports in the chat because they were so fucking bored by the game. Okay?
So, again, like his measurement for success is talk about me, talk about the game, aim. Don't talk about anything else. And also, yeah, and give me money. I can't imagine that, and I know he's not in the chat right now, but one of my mods over on Twitch, and mod over here, Silent Hero. Can you imagine if I did that to you? If I was in the middle of like, say, Melly and I are still playing Borderlands 2 right now, and then you were coming in saying like, oh man, LA Knight just showed up on Monday Night Raw. Can you imagine what would happen if I told you to shut up, stop talking about wrestling in my chat? It's not about Borderlands or me or my wife. Can you imagine like all streamers doing that if that was the norm? That's incredible. And hey, I love Silent Hero. I love him keeping us in chat up to date of what's going on Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw and NXT. We don't stream on Wednesday, so we don't know what's going on Dynamite and Collision and all that stuff. But still, because that's something that we're all vested interest in. And if I have someone coming in my chat talking about things I'm not vested interest in, I'll be like, hey, that's cool. I'm not gonna tell you to stop talking about it. Keep talking about it. I don't have anything to input, but man, keep going. If you and X person in chat want to talk about it, cool. He yelled at everyone in the chat. Yeah, exactly. Warren, he yelled at everyone during Elden Ring because Trump had just gotten shot, and he's like, "Stop talking, stop derailing." And then the next stream's like, "Oh man, I bet I can make money off of this. Let me stop playing Stardew and just switch right to Trump."
So that told me no one cares about this game. So I dropped it. I told you maybe I would bring it back. There literally hasn't been a time when there's been a consensus that people feel like the game should come back. And now we only have a month until nonstop new releases. Forget it. So I'm sorry, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth suffers the same fate as many other RPGs earlier this year. Too many of the same fucking thing in an incredibly short period of time. It's a victim of RPG overload. If these companies want people to care about their games, they need to actually have some fucking awareness around them. That everyone is releasing their similar type of game within the same time period. Within a 3-month period, no exaggeration, there was something like 8 lengthy RPGs released. No one has time for that shit, and no one's...
Oh, hey.
Nothing much.
Ooh. That felt good.
It was in the fridge for a little bit, so.
Yeah. Oh, on top of the head is good too. My wife, everyone. Oh. Cold drink on my head. It's like 37 degrees over here right now.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but apparently, according to my aunt in Florida, it says it's Florida weather, so I would agree with her.
According to Raw Phil here, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit in Washington State, which is 25 degrees Celsius. But then he's got an AC that's cranked up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So, little Piggy will never sweat.
Bad for Keely, they don't have air conditioning at her house.
You're going to want to see that many in that short period of time. That's 100% blame on the publishers. They had no excuse. Why aren't the games coming out now? In the summer that's dead. No, push them all out in fucking January, February, and March, and then they all cut into each other.
Do you ever think, Phil, that maybe the publishers know that the summertime's the deadest time? Because people want to actually go outside. People actually want to go out to, like, you know, maybe bars. Because the patios are open. People want to go out and socialize and have fun. Not everyone wants to be cooped up in a house 24/7 like you. And also, too, that, you know, if there's no games coming out for the summertime is the perfect time for you to catch up on these games. Oh, yeah, Tubtub's asking in the chat, what happens when the third part of Final Fantasy VII comes out? Yeah, is he going to play Final Fantasy VII Revengeance or whatever the retitle's going to be? Oh, yeah, he'll probably play that. So I guess we're just going to skip Final Fantasy VII Part 3. Yeah.
They outright admitted Rebirth has sold poorly compared to the first one and compared to their sales expectations and what they expect from this franchise. So that's Final Fantasy 15 sold poorly compared to what they wanted, and now Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has sold poorly compared to what they wanted. I think Square Enix needs to go back to the drawing board and reestablish what Final Fantasy needs to be, because at this point what they're doing is not working.
Or not working based on their own unlawful expectations. Here's the thing with Square Enix. They want the world. And when they don't get the world, they get mad. They considered the Tomb Raider reboot, which on the initial systems, 360 and PS3 back in the day, 3.25 million sales in its first year, or sorry, in its first 2 months. They considered that a failure because it didn't reach GTA 5 numbers. And there's my wife in the chat. Hey, hun. Yeah, they considered Tomb Raider Reboot a failure because it got 3.25 million sales in its first couple months. And they blame that because, oh, you didn't make GTA money. Well, of course you're not going to make GTA money. GTA is a cultural phenomenon. Like, traditional video game players are buying this. Like, it's for the masses. It's for everyone. It's not just for gamers. Like, non-gamers pick up GTA because they think they can hear it's trendy and it's good. Like, and I think that mentality has stuck with Square Enix for so long that they expect all this money out of this. Now, I don't remember the numbers, but I heard like 16 did not sell well, and Rebirth did not sell well. Now that could be too because they locked it to one SKU. It was only on PS5, and it's going to be coming out to PC later. You never know. The sales numbers might spike once that Sony exclusivity runs out, and 16 and 7 Rebirth get onto PC. That could very well happen. But no. He's just like, oh, it's a failure now. It's a failure forever.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not gonna go back to it. Sorry. And it very well could have been one of the better games this year. But that's what happens, man. You can't just release within the same window as 10 other games that are the same and be middle of the pack and expect that you're gonna get anyone caring about your game. I'll be honest. I liked it at first. Then when we got to that second open world area, I realized it was all the same. Like all the open world content was identical to the first area. And I started to realize, oh no, this game may be way long and a real slodge because we're gonna have to keep doing the same repetitive shit over and over. From people who played it, they told me that. They said, yeah, what happens is every new open area is exactly the same activities, same shit to do. It's not very interesting at all. You just do this kind of repetitive formula. The best part is the narrative parts, which is great, except that you have to get through that sludge to get through it. So it's really a way too long game for what it should be. There's people who outright told me they liked the game, but at hour 80, they didn't want to play it anymore. It was too long. So, anyway,
Okay. Here's an easy solution for you, Phil. Ignore the side stuff, put the game on easy, and just power through the chapters, and you'll beat it in no time. You'll miss out on a lot of great side missions and context. But if all you want is the story, yeah, just throw it on easy and beat it.
Yeah, what else can I say? There's no time for it. No one wants it. I guess I'm not going back to it.
You have this, like, I'm reading this line of chat. Your chat is asking for it. Your mods are asking for it. And look, your mod is saying right now, it's probably only like 35 more if you skip the open world stuff.
You know, sorry, but that's just what happens when there's too many giant...
Oh, and he's in siege mode, so...
I think, honestly, there's a burnout in the industry for them. Again, what happens is, sadly, what they do is they oversaturate with the same kind of game, right? If it's Battle Royale, it's got to be everyone's doing a Battle Royale. Oh, wait, now it's a team-based online shooter. Everyone's got to do a team-based online shooter. It's zombie games, it's got to be zombie games. Oh, military shooters, it's got to be Battlefield versus Call of Duty versus 10 others. They all follow fads. Literally, a fad right now is to try to make an open-world RPG with an insane amount of content. You want to know when all this started? Witcher 3. Witcher 3 showed the industry how to do it, and every other company tried to copy Witcher 3. Some good, some not so good. Right now, we just have too many. It doesn't even matter if they're good. There's too many of them. So you can't enjoy them all. There's no way you could have enjoyed Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Persona 3 Reload, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Dragon's Dogma 2, and then the other 7 that were in there that I don't even remember because there was like...
But here's the thing, Phil. You play 4 or 5 games at one time. Nobody else does that. If you know it's a lengthy RPG, like, listen to me, I don't know about you guys in chat. I'm not going to speak for you. I'm going to speak for me. If it's a lengthy RPG, that's all I'm playing. I might boot up maybe one of the live service games that are just quick in and out games, like wife and I will boot up Fortnite every other week or so, like for seriously hardcore playing games and shit like that. But for something that has like beginning, middle, and end, if it's an RPG, that's all I'm playing. I ain't playing anything else that has any type of narrative. I'm not even playing another RPG. Like, that's just dumb. What he does is dumb. If he just stuck to one game at a time and maybe take one of the days out of his 6 streaming days and made that a variety thing, he would get through so many games quicker. Be like, bang, 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 bang. All right, done. Move on to the next one. Why isn't he's not doing what he did before, where it was just like, get the hot new release, play it as much as possible, upload all the parts, bam, on to the next one. That's what he should be doing. But he milks everything. Even if it's not a long RPG, I usually only play 1 game at a time, 2 at most. Exactly. Like, and usually for me, like, if it's a bigger game that has like a giant narrative, let's say like a Spider-Man 2, if I'm gonna go play Spider-Man 2, I'm not gonna play something else with a big narrative like an Assassin's Creed or something like that. I'm gonna play something small. Maybe I'm gonna go back and play something even retro. Like, I'll go back and play like one of my like guilty pleasures a few months ago there before I had my heart attack was Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons. That was like a quick pick up and play, like turn your brain off, just, you know, play a beat 'em up, you know, earn some levels, and there you go.
Like another 2 to 3 major ones just during that time period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't do it. You can't just sit there and enjoy that many of the same kind of game. It's too much. It's industry overload. So it sucks because if Infinite Wealth hadn't come out, And if I also wasn't already playing Baldur's Gate 3, which you guys demanded I play, likely I would have enjoyed 7, and you guys might have liked it more. But you're already seeing me play so many lengthy RPGs, it killed it. No one cared. You know?
I kind of wish Raw Phil had all of his videos still up on YouTube instead of Odyssey. I'd love to go back to the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth once and just be like, do people really complain this much? No. It's all in his head.
What they say, wrong place, wrong time, right? In another place at another time, Rebirth might have done really well here. It did poorly, and what are you going to do? Anyway. So I'm not bringing back Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's done.
Okay, so Outsiders video is completely done. We don't need to add anything else to it. I still may react to that. I still may watch that because other than like a few clips there, I didn't really pay attention much to his Rebirth playthrough because I was playing it myself. Claire Wickham, SAP, and Baldur's Gate 3. Oh yeah, that's one of the other things. If he brings this up here, holy, I'll freak out. But like, he kept saying that Baldur's Gate 3 was the slowest part of his playthrough. Bitch, you got $100 in tips guaranteed every single stream. You made bank off of that game. Like 100 and something hours there, you made well over like close to $10,000. I don't know what the exact amount on there. I just want to go in there and see, but like it's, you made a lot of money off Baldur's Gate. That game was not slow for you. You made bank off of that. And your chat agrees. Baldur's Gate 3 was a great time. Arguably, Morrowind started open world Final Fantasy or fantasy games. Yeah.
Okay. So now, what do? We need to decide. Okay, and quickly, because like I said, when we beat Elden Ring on Tuesday,
Eternal Napalm, just give up. Rebirth is wonderful. You were on the cusp of massive story progress. It kind of was, because like you get the Costa del Sol, Hojo's there, and then you get into the next open world part. Like, lots of good stuff comes up after that. These voices in my head are always telling me all kinds of weird stuff. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me.
I'm going to bring back Fallout 4, but then very quickly,
I can't do a good Randy Orton pose.
And play controller turned off. Then we're going to go ahead and finish up Riven. And when Riven's done, we need another game. So we're going to need 2 games for the rotation. We've got Fallout 4. We need another. And keep in mind, whatever game we select has to be a game that can be played in about a month's time, balanced with the other stuff I'm doing. Because August 20th is Black Myth Wukong, and then pretty much every week after that, there's another.
Oh, okay. Good point for this chatter here. At DSP Gaming, I don't think there's an RPG burnout because people were engaged with other streamers when they played Persona / Final Fantasy, like Maximilian Dude, even with the quote burnout end quote. You know who else gets engaged while still playing it even to this day? Like she's going at her own pace. Brianna White, the voice actress of Aerith. I think she's only in like chapter 5 right now, but like she's taking her time playing that game, and she's doing something very smart. Her chat told her, just do the side stuff on your own time. Don't worry about streaming it. But he can't do that because he doesn't play games off stream. Oh yeah, he admitted at one point that he was playing something off stream recently, and I freaked the fuck out because I was like, I thought we didn't play games off stream because it's taking your work home. Yeah.
Major release or more, so we need the time to be focused on those new releases. We can't be
thank a few more for giving me some Castlevania tunes to listen to.
So what do you guys think? All right, I need your input on this. Now that I put down my foot and decided no, it will not be Final Fantasy VII.
Oh no, the foot's down. Oh god, the foot's down. She had the guy who voiced Barrett on there as well. Oh yeah. Oh, the voice is in his head. Okay. Okay, I got it. She had the guy who voiced. Yeah, I've seen that. I think she's also had Tifa on there as well. But she has that voice actress, man. It sucks that she got cucked out of that 4th season of Glow on Netflix. I mean, they all did. Netflix or Glow was a good show, and then they just kind of like ended it. And Netflix is like, oh, I wonder why no one's subscribing to us. It's like, well, it's hard to get invested in your shows when you keep canceling them. And no, that 90s show is not enough for me, not enough to bring me back.
Should it be Path of the Goddess? On Friday, should the daytime stream be Path of the Goddess and we give it a shot and see if it's any good?
No.
It's on Game Pass on Friday. Or should it be a different game such as System Shock Remake, Luigi's Mansion 2 remake, Paper Mario remake, another remake, or maybe remake, you know, because every fucking game's a remake now, you know? So let's talk about it. We got to figure this out in the next few days. Basically, by the end of the streaming week, so we have today, Monday, and Tuesday to figure this out, because I want to be able to know what I'm doing on Friday, once we have finished up with, Elden Ring. So, okay?
Napalm's on thin ice, man. You're
Okay.
gonna get banned.
Now, also, the party is coming up. The party is quickly approaching. Saturday, July 27th. Less than 2 weeks now. So the digital summer party. All right? I guess the question is, what would you guys...
Someone has still not put 2024 underneath that. Yeah. What games would you like to see me play for an hour and not give a fuck about?
like to see me
While
do
I
for the
eat
digital
and drink
summer
in front
party?
of your
We've already
face.
kind of locked in a few ideas. So, example, we'll probably do a little bit of Stardew Valley chill. We'll probably play a little bit of Street Fighter 6. Maybe I'll be drinking, so we'll do some casual play with various characters on the Victrix, right? First time for me to maybe use different characters on the Victrix stick. That'll be neat. Some
So, the digital party event. Watch me play Street Fighter that I do 4 times a week already.
food, right? We'll get maybe some barbecue food or something like that. I was strongly considering doing a tier maker because we haven't done a tier maker since freaking Christmas. So that would be fun for variety, I think, to actually do a tier maker during the stream. But
What are you doing? What are you
is there
doing?
anything else particularly you guys would like to see? You know, one of my ideas. Sorry, because my camera's a little crooked. I'm trying to uncrooked it.
Uncrooked?
That's good. I'm centered now. Yes.
You literally did nothing. It's in the same fucking spot.
One of my ideas was Nintendo World Championships, which is this game that's coming out in a week, where it's a challenge run of all these classic NES games with these different things. So you're like, oh, can you complete this challenge?
I got my
It's like,
pre-order. It
survive,
should be
or
coming in
beat this thing
soon.
in a certain amount of time, get a certain amount of coins, do this, do that. You know, I think it would be pretty neat to put out challenges for me to do, and then people can.
Again, he's like going on and like, oh yeah, put out challenges for me to do. And not knowing that, like, you can't make up your own challenges. There are challenges baked into this game. And you have to do them. Or not. It's not going to be like, hey, how many coins can I get here? It's like, what if this game doesn't require you to get coins? What if this challenge doesn't require you to get coins? What are you going to do then, Phil?
Vote in the chat in live polls if you guys think that I could do it or not, and then we can see who's right and who's wrong, right? It'd be pretty fun, like this competitive element to it, right? So maybe that's something to do during it as well. All right, but if anyone has any other ideas, let me know. But that's what I'm thinking of doing in about 2 weeks' time. It'll be a great month-end event. I think everyone would enjoy it. I know I would. So it should be a good time, okay? So that's coming up on the 27th. Now, the other thing that we have to figure out, DSP Throwback, okay, is about to start a brand new playthrough of Dante's Inferno, but that playthrough is only going to last 5 or 6 hours, because that's all I recorded of Dante's Inferno. Because of the gore and nudity in it, YouTube wouldn't allow it back in the day. So I had to stop uploading it, and therefore I stopped playing the game. But those videos are lost to time. Now I can actually upload this remastered edition of the 6 hours I played of it for posterity purposes. So that's the next thing that I'll be uploading to DSP Throwback. After that,
But kind of asks, like, what has changed with YouTube over the last 10, 15 years that you're okay with uploading this video again? And Eternal Napalm, come on, stop. How about some Retro Mario Party on the Wii? He doesn't have a Wii anymore. I don't even think he has a Wii U anymore. It's in that, I think he boxed it up.
we're going to be uploading other missing
Yes.
media. For example, the Suicide Kings online co-op sessions that I did with John Rambo and others, we can upload those raw so people can watch those and see how it became the Suicide King series eventually. And that's some pretty fun, chill content right there.
Yeah, try putting that up with that word and see how well that does for you, Phil.
Some travel vlogs and things. There's actually a whole trip. I went to New York City in 2010 with John Howard, and we documented it, and that was really fun. As well as other things. I have to figure out like what exactly is or is not on the internet right now. But there's New York Comic Con 2010, but I don't know if that's actually anywhere. There's some things from Blip TV, but I'm almost positive I re-uploaded most of them already. There's a very short Kung Fu Panda playthrough that's like 2-3 hours, so maybe something like that. So basically,
Do not even think of putting up that other video. You know which ones we're thinking of. Nor does he have any friends to play that game with. Exactly.
I want to get all these missing videos up for posterity purposes.
Oh, hon, we gotta do another Mario Party sometime. It's been too long. I know Shenzo the Lost has been like, when he did his marathon on Twitch, he was just like, Johnny, we need to do another Mario Party playthrough. And I was like, yes, we do. We need to do another charity Mario Party event. That was too much fun. Messed up Mario Party for charity.
That's going to be something that's going to be happening. But we need another playthrough because Fallout 3 is finished and LA Noire will be done within a couple of weeks. So we really need to hammer in what's the next playthrough that you guys would like to see coming in. And I'm debating various different things. And I'm like, well, what about Assassin's Creed 2? That's a huge classic from my early days as a YouTuber. Definitely seeing that upscaled, better quality, and put into better parts and thumbnails would be really beneficial. What about Dragon Age 2? That one's kind of pertinent because the new Dragon Age game is coming out later this year, so to remaster that playthrough might be fun. Or what about my original GTA trilogy playthroughs from back in the day that were done with a camera pointed at my TV, playing the PS2 versions of the game with all the music in it, and because it had the music, many of those parts have been blocked or muted on YouTube, and you cannot watch those original playthroughs in their entirety anymore because YouTube destroyed them. Okay, so that's probably a really cool idea of something to redo. So I'm balancing all of these ideas in my head, and I'm curious what you guys think about that. What is it that you would like to see redone? All right, and I need your feedback. Does anyone have feedback, or do you have a better idea than what I'm coming up with here? Okay.
I have some feedback, but I feel like I can't repeat those words on YouTube. Like, your feedback should be like, stop calling this a podcast. If you want to have a pre-stream where you talk to your fans, go right ahead. But don't say that it's a podcast.
I'm just curious, and you guys please.
But you tell me that, and you go, you're just being negative. Get the fuck out. I'm gonna block you. You're a troll. Nah.
In a minute, if you guys can give me your feedback on that, I would very much appreciate that, because I really need some guidance on what to do on that channel moving forward. Okay, for the throwback react stuff, we're good. We're gonna do Dark Souls for 2 weeks, then we're gonna go back to Mario and Sonic at the Olympics to coincide with the real life Olympics. After that, we may do some PS Home react stuff from back in the day. I explored PS Home multiple times, so we may actually go through some of those, and then we'll see where else it takes us. What I'm excited for is later this year, once we get to like September, October.
Me personally, I just don't like nudity or adult content. I like games to be more chill.
That's
a troll.
That's gonna be really fun. And
hey, Chad, what's up? Cheers for doing a restream, you lovely bald bugger. I retweeted you to spread awareness. Oh, thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I was telling people, I was out and about, and I was like, oh, I gotta make it home before bingo, and then I saw the alert. I was like, oh, crap. And I was gonna stream later on tonight. This is how you don't play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I might do now, because he just went on a big thing of like, no time to play this now. I'm putting my foot down. I'm not playing it. So like, Rebirth is officially in banned world. Like, it's never coming back. He's never gonna bring it back. But yeah.
Then I'm gonna actually.
Thanks for the retweet, man. I appreciate it.
Games that I played over the years. Maybe we could react to like some of my Resident Evil playthroughs and stuff like that from back in the day.
No.
So there you go. I think we got some good stuff on the horizon for the Throwback channel. Once we figure out what's the next major game that I'm going to be restoring. Okay. Cool. Guitar Plays. What about Fallout New Vegas? That's a good suggestion. The original Fallout New Vegas playthrough could be restored. The only thing I'll say about that, we just went through like 2+ months of Fallout 3. To follow up Fallout 3 with Fallout New Vegas, I think that may be too much of a good thing, too much of the same thing. By the end of Fallout 3, people were barely watching the videos. People are burned out on Fallout at this point. So I think that it makes more sense to do something a little different.
I'm kind of curious, because like I know someone also reports on his numbers on Fallout. I'm just kind of curious. Give me one sec here. Oh god, I actually got to go to his channel. DSP throw. Back the channel. Come on. Up there.
Hello, everyone.
Shut up. Hello, everyone. Oh yeah, his pin video is the. Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Out of curiosity, what are your numbers on Fallout? 193 views, 97 views, 79 views, 82 views, 89 views, 101 views, 100 views. Yeah, just get. Yeah, you're not gonna be uploading any Fallout New Vegas anytime soon, my dude. What is this? Hang on a sec. Oh, I must have gotten this from OC Remix. Like Gemini Man Salsa Remix from Mega Man 3. I like it though. Anyways, back on the. Oh crap! I saw the. It kept the zoom on. Yeah, so full disclosure, guys, I am only doing the pre-stream. I am not doing the react.
Different right now, but it's still a good suggestion. But probably
I'll find someone that's doing the react and we can send you guys over to them.
Yeah, Fallout Mania ended 2 months ago. Exactly. You know. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's the agenda. That's what we're talking about today. I need your feedback. Let me know in the chat, or leave a comment on this video, or join one of my streams coming up. I would really like to hear all about your thoughts about this stuff soon. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, let's do some shout outs. All right, so we start off with the Grease Merchant, who did a super chat and said, "Super chat test. Hi Phil, I'm a new fan. Cool shirt, real summer vibes." Yeah, I wear these shirts all spring and summer. These button down, short sleeve.
Come on, pull up there. Okay, read that super chat.
I feel like it's also weather so hot right now. It makes sense to do this now. So thank you. Then you did a second super.
Also chat saying, "Damn, we're really just killing Rebirth off like that. That's shameful." It's like, well, you didn't give him enough money, stupid. Would you consider a rhythm game, Phil? DJ Max Respects is on Game Pass. Huh?
You consider a rhythm game like DJ Max Respect on Game Pass? Sadly, any rhythm game that has copyright music or licensed music, I can't do. The streams would get shut down because YouTube would auto-detect the music and say, "Oh, you're using licensed content," and actually block the stream. And then the video after the fact would either get massively content ID claimed, meaning I can't make any money on the video, or even worse than that, it could get muted or blocked, in which case no one can really watch the video. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, sadly, I can't really do much. Okay, but thank you to Grease Merchant, which is funny because he very well could be making fun of me for some reason. His profile picture is my head upside down. Okay then.
Yeah.
I don't know. He must be watching sports. He said there was a blown save and now he just lost $180, so he's out. Why are you leaving my chat because you lost $180 in a sports gambling event? Are you off to trick yourself into a stupor? You still do that on the stream. You don't have to leave the stream. You know that, right? 672, you can still stick around. You don't have to leave. Just don't
what if he wants to? What if he wants to? What if he wants to? I said before, it's like, I wish I could make people stay. It's like, yeah, I know, you bet you do. You wish you could hog-tie them all down to a chair and be like, watch me, don't watch anyone else. Fucking cult leader if I ever saw one. My bad, it charged to the super chats, but to say something went wrong, so shouldn't have gone to the tip for $10 and should get 10 super chat.
All right.
What?
All right, fair enough. Okay, so thank you to the Grease Merchant for those 2 super chats. And then, so Dream Greens, I see what you're saying. You're saying
won't spell the whole name.
A super chat for $10, and then you tip $10. The tip for $10, I'm about to shout out right now. The super chat, I don't see. I hope it goes through. Again, this is a YouTube side thing that I can't really control, so I don't know what's going on with that, and I apologize if YouTube's causing you issues here with it. That sucks, obviously, and hopefully it won't be that big of a deal. It will clear, or you get a refund. All right. Okay, so now as for your tip,
you don't care if you get the refund.
My first contribution for tips today, a $10 tip from Dream Greens. Let's play a nice animation for you. Go.
I think I got his outfit too done.
He says, "I want to thank you for everything that you do. I've been watching you on demand for years. I am glad to catch the lives. Catch the lives? Oh, you probably mean to catch me live. And I appreciate all that you do. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Dream Green, for watching."
I don't think that was Jade speak. Maybe he's supposed. Maybe he typed in, "I'm here to catch the lies," because he knows the big fat liar.
Enjoying and supporting. Very nice of you, and thank you for the kind words as well.
Very nice.
Excellent.
How much?
So, reminder, everyone. Anything that you contribute via this podcast actually will carry over to the React show we're about to do on DSP Reacts. Any tips still count for that tips goal for the show. And as you know, when I do reacting, my goal is $50 per stream. So if I raise $50 in tips, I'll consider it a successful stream. If you like this podcast, please support it. It would help out both this and the show coming up over there as well. Okay? Okay, so guys, I told you this was going to be a chill day, correct? So I'm done with the stuff I had to talk about. I'd love to give you news, but literally everything in the news is about what happened yesterday with Donald Trump. So rather than me sit here and talk about it, which I already did yesterday, and I've said everything I have to say, I would like to open up the chat.
But you didn't say anything.
And or if you guys have feedback on anything we just discussed, you have games you want to suggest for upcoming playthroughs, things to do and ideas to do for the summer event, the digital summer party, that is, or an idea for a throwback playthrough that should be restored on DSP Throwback. Let's discuss those now. Let's talk about that now in the next 20-30 minutes, and then we can head over to the React show. Fair enough? Hold that thought says, do you have any old multiplayer videos of Halo or Call of Duty that can be restored? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And the thing is, the videos that I would have recorded were only 30 frames per second or less because I was using my camera. Even though those games ran at 60 frames on Xbox 360, I would only have the lower frame rate stuff. But if we restore them, I could upgrade them to be 60 frames.
That's still technically 30 frames, my dude. You're just trying to upscale and doesn't do anything. I'm not a fan of some things being upscaled to 60 frames. Like, you ever see those videos on TikTok where someone's just like, "Hey, look, I used AI to smooth out the frames in episode 1 of The Phantom Menace. So look how smooth the fight between Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul is." It's like, yeah, but it looks better because it was shot on film and 24 frames per second. It looks so much better like that. Like, don't fuck with perfection.
Then again, the question is, does anyone actually care about old multiplayer footage? That's a good
nope.
question. You know, you care about me playing a random session of Black Ops 1 from back in the day, or you know, one of the Modern Warfares or something. Does that appeal to you? Would you want to watch someone play the old Call of Duties? I don't know.
Yeah, if they're there for like nostalgia and, you know, to reminisce about the old days, if it's like a one-off, sure. But the problem with Phil is like he will just milk these things until there's nothing left. He will suck the teat dry. So no, I don't want to see you go back and play the old Call of Duties. I don't think I'm watching you play any Call of Duty. Because it's the same thing with your Street Fighter. You complain and bitch and whine that was your kill, that was my thing. Glug, 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 sip, sip,
Well,
sip.
Boss says, I would like to see that. Clyde says yes. What do you guys think? I'll be honest with you, that's the first. I didn't even think of that. That wasn't even a thought in my mind to do the multiplayer stuff. So if that's something appealing to people, then maybe I should look into that. I have to scour the hard drives, right?
Dale's asking for hotel vlogs. He just want more footage of
What
Leanna.
about old fighting game stuff? What about Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix or Street Fighter 4 from back in the day? 'Cause I had tons of that shit. I used to do tons of those sessions, and I could have those edited into 30-minute clips. They used to be like 3-minute clips. Those could be 30-minute clips, tons of matches. Like it could be a giant Madness session, DJ Madness, Blanca Madness, you know, and it's one character feature, and it's a visuals improved, upscaled, and all of that. I could do stuff like that. Dream Green says, I would like to see some old horror games re-upload. These are good suggestions. I'd have to go back and look. How about, okay, so my oldest playthrough, Resident Evil 5, one of my oldest playthroughs of Resident Evil ever, my original Resident Evil 5 playthrough, perhaps?
Oh god, I'm just fearful of the things he said during Resident Evil 5. Because there's the big controversy with that game. And knowing Phil back then, early YouTube. Also, look at the jiggling. Look at the jiggling.
What'd you say about my Malele? Anyone remember that? Probably not. Probably none of you remember that. That was one of my
Holy shit.
on the cuff.
That horse is galloping.
Memeable, and a lot of people repeated it, and it became a meme for a while. You know, because I was one of the bigger YouTubers at the time doing gaming.
I've never heard that meme before. I don't think you're as big as you think you were. I mean, it was pretty big in relative retrospect from early YouTube, from what I've heard.
Okay, this is all good suggestions. I think so. I'm thinking old multiplayer stuff. Like I could go back and find Dan Madness, right, and do a whole giant video compilation, Dan Madness, me playing Dan, and put it in parts of me playing Dan in like Street Fighter 4 and beating people with Dan, upscaled, you know, better frame rate than the 30 frames I recorded it at. You could do stuff like that. You would like to see me play Splatoon 3? Great, but that's really not in the agenda right now. I don't really care about Splatoon 3. I did buy it and play it. No one cared. Don't you remember?
You did not buy it. A fan bought it. A fan bought it for you. Bought credits for you to buy the game. And you played it for 2 streams and said, fuck it.
Remember? I bought it and played it and no one cared. I actually was liking it. And my
That's a lie. You hated it.
audience told me, stop playing this game. It's boring as dirt. We don't like it.
No one told you that. You just hated it and you didn't want to play it anymore.
So I stopped playing it. I tried it. It didn't work. I've never played Clive Barker's Jericho. No, I have not. That's one that I never dabbled in. Perhaps that's one, if it's available somewhere, to actually be played for a future event, maybe for a Halloween marathon this year. If it is available, I don't know the specifics about it.
First Descent. He's not gonna play First Descent. Even though it's free. It's too popular.
I see. This person said, who suggested Splatoon 3 says, I don't think I was subscribed to your channel at the time. Was it 2 years ago? 2 summers ago? Yeah, I liked it. I thought
Actually,
it was good.
how
I
is
was
First
enjoying
Descent going?
I'll be honest, it was very similar to Splatoon 2, but I was liking some of the new elements and weapons and the like. And within like a couple sessions, I think it was 2-3 sessions of playing it, my audience literally on the street said, just stop. They're like, we understand you like the game.
Who? Name names. Okay, I gotta find something there because I had something for a future. I had for a soundbite. Did I put it in my soundboard playlist? Hang on.
Weekend!
Oh, quiet, Grandpa. Oh yeah, here we go. Gotta save this. So this is gonna be me. Anytime he tells a lie, I got this on my soundboard.
Where is the proof?
I need a better. I need to get a better audio clip from that, but the internet tends to not like uploading clips of Final Fantasy Spirits Within. But that's James Woods when they're saying that, oh yeah, the spirits aren't evil. We can use Gaia to stop the spirits, and he just screams, "Where's the proof?" That movie's got some good parts to it, but it's not very good compared to it being Final Fantasy.
It's not working. It's boring to watch. It's too repetitive. It's too samey. We're not liking to do something else, so I did. I dropped it, and it sucked because I bought the game with the intention of putting out a lot of content, and I only played it like 2-3 times, and that was it.
Again, you did not buy it. Your fans bought it. Your fans literally gave you the money for the credits to buy it because they really wanted to watch you play it. You gave and played it, and you're like, all right, that's enough.
Oh yeah, like, of course, Dan says, but that's just like Street Fighter. Yes, that's true, but Street Fighter's a little different. Street Fighter's competitive. Street Fighter has a whole viewership and community that support it. I have a history with Street Fighter, growing up having played it. I don't have a history having growing up playing Splatoon competitively, right? So it's a little different.
Does it matter if you play it competitively or not? Here's the skinny, guys. So, Melly and I do not play Fortnite competitively at all. We don't even treat it in a competitive sense. We just do it for the missions and to have fun and to goof off. That was always like, that was my number one thing for when we got back into it during COVID. We're like, I'm not going to take this seriously. I'm not going to take this competitively. If I lose, big whoop. If I win, again, big whoop. We're just going to play this to have fun. The second we stop having fun is the second we stop playing. And thankfully, I mean, there's been ups and downs with the season passes or the battle passes. I will admit that. But for the most part, Melly and I have been having a great time playing Fortnite again these last few years. I mean, and again, there's nothing wrong with being competitive. However, if you let it take over your life, it's just going to be... You okay?
Yeah, your little microphone on there kind of stabbed me in the cheek.
Watch where you're going.
I was gonna say it was hard when playing Fortnite when you were in the hospital.
Yeah, I know. It's hard for everything else in the hospital.
I know.
And I'm out. And I feel great.
But I do admit, sometimes it does get fun once in a while. I'm just glad they have other modes, so playing the Lego version of it
Oh, yeah.
really helped.
Yeah. Also, oh, can you come back? Hang on.
All right.
Can we just talk about this? Like, did you intend to dress like this today?
The way I am right now.
Yeah, I just want to show you. Like, my wife had accidental Lara Croft cosplay today. Yeah, because, like, you know, it's warm, so, you know, you throw on a top, you throw on this and that, right? And I was looking, I was just like, did you intend to dress like Lara Croft today?
I don't know. That's the weird thing. Is like I rate her closet as if it's casual.
Yeah.
Relic Raider.
That's Relic Raider in the chat there.
On YouTube and everything else.
Different. It's definitely a different situation. Princess Peach Showdown, you know, I was interested in Princess Peach Showdown when it was announced. And then I played Super Mario Wonder, and I loved it and thought it was a super good Mario game. And again, the audience disconnected and didn't really like it that much. I think what it is my audience is older, like me, and they're wanting to see a certain kind of game or a certain kind of situation. And I don't think that my audience, sadly, is in the same vein as me when it comes to certain games. You know, I grew up playing.
So, why are you entertaining the idea of playing Luigi's Mansion 2 and Paper Mario 1000 Year Door? If you've already got it in your head that your fans hate Nintendo and don't want to see you play Nintendo, or you have this unbiased Nintendo, why are you even entertaining this idea? Don't do it. Just give it up. Also, Princess Peach Showtime. We never got around to that. I played the demo for that. It was super fun. But never got around to buying it. We gotta fix that.
Mario, so anything that's first party Mario I end up liking. Princess Peach, a platformer starring Princess Peach sounds great to me, and I don't think people really care, you know, so I don't know what to say. I wish that my audience was connected with me on certain things. They're just not, you know. Right now I would love to drop everything and play Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, and no one would watch it and everyone would complain, what am I doing, right?
That sounds like a you problem, my dude. Because he's a bonehead? Oh, absolutely. At DSP Gaming, I don't think there's RPG overload because people were engaged with the other streamers. Oh my god, this is fucking Derek speak. Jesus Christ, are you gonna ban Abella F and H?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Oh god, that burp.
Abella, I hate to tell you this. What you're mentioning is completely false. Abella says, I don't think there was RPG burnout. People were engaged with other streamers when they played games like Persona and Final Fantasy VII like Maximilian Dude. No, people were engaged with Maximilian Dude because he's popular. Do you understand that?
They're engaged with Maximilian Dude because it's not a fucking asshole. You might want to try that.
Popular streamers get engagement no matter what they do. Maximilian Dude could literally have an entire stream picking his nose.
Oh god, again with this! Like, my god, dude! It's just like, Max can poop on a seagull, well, covered in chocolate feces. It's a bunch of diarrhea dookie dook. Oh my god. Again, people like Max because he's not a fucking asshole.
And he'd get tons of views. He could take a shit live on stream, and people would like it and give him money because he's Maximilian Dude. Do you understand that? And that's not actually talking shit about him in any way, shape, or form.
That's talking shit about him. Because you're jealous of him. You're jealous of his popularity. You're jealous of the fact that he has a fan base that will watch him for literally anything. Now, granted, his numbers go up a little bit more depending on what he's doing. Like, if he's live streaming Evo, or if he's live streaming a Nintendo Direct, he's going to get, like, in the tens of thousands of views. Fighting games are usually hyped as well. But I think, like, his highest rating ever was, like, day one of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because, you know, he genuinely loves that game. He loves that series. You see... you see that in his eyes and how he talks about the series. But Phil just can't get over it.
He's hit that level of internet popularity that people like him for who he is, right?
Yeah. Think about that. A person that's not an asshole gets a lot of attention, viewership, and love and praise. Someone who is a complete asshole, this guy, gets hate and ridiculed and doesn't think to himself, maybe it's me, I'm the problem. What if
it doesn't matter
what if his dead sentence here is like, people don't actually like Maximilian Dude, he's just popular. Yeah, sure, boot, whatever.
Because they're gonna watch him play shit, right? It doesn't matter for me. I don't have that level of popularity. Sorry, you know, I actually have to find things that are a balance between something I like, something the audience likes, and something that's going to jive and continue to have viewership, right? I don't get that with every game. I wish I used to have that level of clout. I used to be able to sit here on YouTube before I even was a streamer. I used to be able to sit here on YouTube and play any game I wanted. It could be a game no one ever heard of, and people would like the playthrough and give it tons of views. But I haven't been in that level of popularity for a decade, so I don't have that luxury anymore. You know, it has nothing to do with what you're saying when you quote, oh well, this popular streamer had no problem playing those games because they're a popular streamer. Once you get to that level of popularity, you're popular just because you're popular. Get it? That's how the YouTube algorithm works. You get to that.
But Max isn't streaming on YouTube. He streams on Twitch. And you know what he does? He cuts up those playthroughs and he cuts up those segments he talks on his streams and turns those into actual individual videos. Like sometimes he'll just have on his pre-stream or maybe in the middle of his stream, he'll have a segment where he'll just talk passionately about a game or a game subject. And you know what? His editors will go in, take that, edit that, and put that up as a YouTube video. And it's just like, you could just have like a random off topic. It's like, hey, because Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is coming back, do we have any hope for rollback netcode for Marvel vs. Capcom 3? And you're like, it might. I would like to think so. He doesn't get that. He doesn't get that. And like, I kind of agree with this guy here. I think popular streamers still need to fight to stay relevant. They do. Yeah, they can't rest on laurels. They can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again. They're all evolving. When that guy said to you, dude, like tees up with Mr. Beast and blows up his quote streaming room unquote, like that gets people talking. You always have to you just can't sit there and play X game over and over again hoping to make it big anymore. That's not how streaming works now. People used to watch Phil cook food. Yeah. You would think that like his DSP tries it stuff. Like I'm going to be throwing up, like, this isn't a DSP tries it, but I've got something I'm throwing up on YouTube later on this week. That's an experiment. I'm going to see if it goes through. If people watch it, cool. I'm going to make another one. If not, then I know it was a failed experiment. I'm going to move on to the next thing. DSP talks down to everyone. Yeah, he's an ass. Yeah.
That level, you stay that level. Unless there's a scandal or unless your work ethic falls off or something, you're going to stay up there. That's how it works, right?
Yeah. Look at you. Your worth ethic didn't change, and where are you at? You're at pre-stream. Wait, now you're already making decent numbers. You're at 300 viewers, but like when your stream started, you were about like 150 and lower, and then people start casually coming in. Do you ever think of looking at your graphs, Phil, when your stream is done? Because I don't think he does. Because I think he would realize that, like, hey, if I'm starting the podcast at this time, I have this many people, and I have this many people at the end, and then they're asking me questions I've already answered at the beginning. Hey, maybe I should start the podcast later, start my streams later, or shorten them up later so that we can have all this stuff here. People don't have to ask me any questions. Publish yourself as video.
Clyde's right. People used to watch me purposefully cook bad food, and it would get me tens of thousands of views on a video of me making bad food on purpose. Right? Now I get 300 views on an average video. So I'm not at the same level as Maximilian Dude, so I can't just play whatever I want. Sorry.
Bite the nail, scratch the head.
Sorry, but I have to do something here publicly today.
Oh, God. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is he gonna call? He started out with BITW. Is he gonna call out BITW awesome? Because he said Catherine will get jealous of Princess Peach. Oh boy, this should be fun.
BITW awesome. Listen, you're a longtime viewer, and you comment on a lot of videos, and you actually are a very positive part of certain streams. But you also say the weirdest fucking shit, and particularly you say a lot about my wife, and I've had enough. You have to fucking stop right now. I'm saying it now publicly in front of everyone here, and now of course this will be clipped and go viral. You are a weirdo when it comes to talking about my fucking wife. No one wants to see you on every video say romance Catherine like a weirdo.
He's clapping back. He's like, BITW awesome. Or what? What the fuck you gonna do? How did it take you this long to realize that, yeah, maybe there's something up about this guy because he keeps saying wow and romance Catherine? Oh my God.
No one wants to see you say something in the chat like Catherine will get jealous of Princess Peach. You're fucked in the head, dude. My wife isn't like that. She doesn't know who you are or what the fuck you're talking about. You have to shut the fuck up about my wife. You're obviously
just make more
obsessed with her,
accounts.
and you need to stop. He says, I'll just make more accounts, and I will ban every one of them. I don't care. You can make 5,000 accounts. I'll ban 5,001. If you don't behave, I'm going to fucking remove you. You're creepy, dude. And it's weird because sometimes you're actually very positive when it comes to certain playthroughs, and other times you're the biggest fucking creep.
Okay. Now, I've only been kind of like in the detractor first for probably about, I'd say a good solid 2 years now, maybe 3. I don't know the full thing. Does Phil not know that BITW Awesome also frequents a lot of detractor content? Because usually that gets you kicked out. That usually gets you banned. He will ban you if he realizes that you're playing both sides. That's weird to me.
To understand, there's a line that's drawn, and you're crossing the line when you're talking about my wife. So I'm going to publicly say it now. Shut the fuck up about my wife. If you put her name in your mouth again, I'm going to permanently ban you every fucking time I see you on site. Period. So shut up.
Oh, wow.
This guy is fucking weird as shit.
Or what? Or fucking what?
How about this? How about you publicly apologize right now for your behavior, and then we can say, this is water under the bridge. I admit I've been really creepy and weird for years. This is now water under the bridge, and we'll just move on positively. But if you're going to continue the awful behavior, I'm going to fucking remove you. And I have to do this publicly because people see this every day on my streams. They see it every day in my video comments, and they look at it, they say, what the
Black Rose Dragon with 499 super chat says, I miss cooking with the king, and DSP tries to save me from some nasty foods, lol.
fuck? You guys don't even know. This guy leaves endless amounts of comments on my videos that I delete. Gross shit about my wife. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, you fucking weirdo?
Wait, you delete the WoW and Romance Catherine's?
How do you not understand that's crossing the line? I don't get it. How do you not know that?
Apologize.
Black Rose X Dragon, thank you for your super chat. I miss cooking with the king, and DSP tries it. It saved me from nasty foods. Oh, yeah, I mean, I tried all the nasty foods. Holy shit. DSP tries it. I was eating every bad thing, correct?
Everyone's spinning the food. Everyone's spamming spoons.
But, you know, it basically came down to two things. Number one, I was getting too old for it, and I really shouldn't have been eating fast food every week like that. Now I almost never eat fast food. Like, probably in a 6-month period, I'll actually eat, like McDonald's or Burger King twice.
Yeah, your DoorDash bills say otherwise.
And back then it was like once a week, okay? But in addition, let's be honest,
Burp.
what happened was the series dwindled in popularity. Waned or dwindled, and I turned it into Dwayne, apparently. And because of that, I was going out and buying a meal. The meal would be like, you know, the whole combo meal, and it would cost me like $15. And I would put out the DSP tries it. The video would get like 2,000-3,000 views, and it would make me $5. So I was actually spending a ton of money on the meal, and the video wouldn't even make the money back for the meal. And I was like, why am I eating bad food while I...
Because you like bad food. Don't get it twisted. Don't come here and say like, oh, I hate fast food. No, you love the fast food. You love putting it in your fat, gouty mouth. And plus, too, like, oh, it was such work to do that. You threw the Machinima logo at the beginning. You threw up your DSP Tries It intro. You put the logo over top of the Raw video. That was it. Oh my God, such a bad, hard work week. 2 seconds of work.
I'm also spending more money than I'm making on the video. It made no sense. So that's why I retired the series.
Yeah,
I said
TW.
Dwayne. You just got Dwayne. You both dwindled and waned at the same time.
I have not seen an apology from BITW.
Again, this meme about it costs $40 to make a lasagna. What is that, a wings meme? Again, I could see if you're making a big lasagna in a big ass pan and you're making enough for like tons of meals, it could cost $40 because you gotta get the pasta. That's not expensive. You gotta get fresh ricotta cheese. You gotta get...
Why fresh ricotta cheese? Just fucking cheese, man. It doesn't matter what cheese you put on a lasagna.
Other cheeses, that could be upwards if it's giant. It could be $5-10 for the cheese alone. And then you gotta get meat and you gotta fry it up and grind it and season it. That could be anywhere between $5.
And then throw out the other half of it because you don't save meat. I don't think I showed Melanie that where like he made the tacos and he had like, I want to say like 2 pounds of ground beef and he cut 3/4 of it out and then he threw the other quarter out in the trash.
$5 or $10 just for the meat. Then you gotta buy sauce, and a jar of sauce costs $5. But what if you gotta get 2?
He's back. He just says maybe.
A big lasagna, if it's big, and you're making enough for multiple meals and portions, like let's say you're making a 9 to 12 portion plate of lasagna, it could actually cost $40. I could see.
Yeah, and that could feed you for a while. You don't know about pork? Nah, God damn it.
That, but it depends. Obviously, if you're saying it's like a little lasagna is $40, like what the hell did you spend the money? I don't know. Wings lied about making lasagna. Well, that's awful. That's absolutely awful. I'm sorry to hear that he would lie to you about making lasagna. Terrible.
Not talking about wings. Talk about me and my lasagna. I'm still searching for a good lasagna recipe. That's something that Melanie and I want to make sometime.
I don't know if Boogie lied about cancer. I don't care. Would you like me to officially say something about it? So about a year and a half ago, I think it was,
Jesus.
Boogie announced on social media and then on his YouTube page that he had some kind of a rare blood cancer and that basically it was going to take years, but he probably would die from it. And actually when that happened, I heard about it, and I personally, this is before we had any grudge or beef between us or anything, and I actually reached out to him via a DM on Twitter, and I said, I'm sorry to hear about this. I wish you the best. I know you'll get through it. You know, you got my support, basically. I want to be nice to the guy. When someone's going through something like that, just to hear someone say something like that can actually be very helpful, right? And at the time, he was nice. He came back to me, and we had like a very little short conversation about stuff. And at that point, because again, this was before any of the drama with Keemstar or anything like that, he said to me he wanted to have me on one of his shows. Like he always wanted to interview me.
There's in the
and make some
chat.
content along with me. And I said, I would consider it. Sure, I would consider being on your show. Let's talk. Maybe we'll have some details about talking about it. But again, this was years ago. This was, you know, about a year and a half, probably like fall of 2022, something like that is when that happened. Whenever he made the announcement, that's when this conversation took place. Okay? And now you guys have known, you know, what else has happened since then. But the drama with Keemstar, the drama with, he wants to do a podcast with me. He reaches out to me to say he wants to do a podcast with me. Then he backs out of the podcast and blames me for not wanting to be on a show with Keemstar. And then uses the show to make multiple episodes about me in a negative way. I literally haven't done anything negative about Boogie whatsoever.
Right. Okay, this is a retcon. He's trying to word it as if Boogie went to him first with the idea. No. Keemstar came to you, Boogie, and Wings with a $50,000 sign-on bonus to do the LolCal podcast. Get all three of them together because, like, Keem saw that detractors are making views and in some cases money off of your guys' stupidity. And he's like, well, why don't we bring the guys together and let's you know, make something entertaining out of this. And it's gotta be these three guys. And Boogie and Wing said yes, and then you went, I don't know. And you claimed that your wife said no. I'm sorry, if I went to Melanie and I was like, yeah, I got an opportunity to make $50,000 and all I have to do is sit on my ass for 2 hours and talk to people. And if I said no to that, she'd probably kick my ass. But no, that's what happened. You turned down the 50K. You told Keem to go fuck themselves. You told everyone to go fuck themselves. Then you're on the side scrollers and Keem came on. And you're like, oh, yes, Sir Keem. Sir Keem, Sir Keem. Yes, yes, we're good. You are a great person. And as soon as the call was over, he's like, fuck that asshole. Fucking prick.
I don't know why he would do that besides personal gain. So sadly, I hate to say it, it seems like the impression that I had about Boogie was wrong. I thought that he was a nice guy. He was just in a bad time in his life. I thought that maybe giving him some nice support or whatever would be
Also, by the way, BITW Awesome has not apologized to Phil. And is still in the chat.
nice. You know what I'm saying? But then, all of a sudden, when it benefits him, he decides to make me his mortal enemy. From what I'm to understand, multiple times he's talked shit about me. I don't know, because I don't watch any of the filth of that toxic stuff ever. I would never watch it.
Then how do you know
what he said about me? But it's like...
Then how do you know he talks shit about you if you don't watch it? No, it's really easy to hate someone based on hearsay. Instead of, like, going to the actual source. I.e. the video.
Dude, I've never addressed this guy. I've never publicly really said much about him besides the fact that we were talking about maybe doing a podcast together. Like, that was it. That was the only thing I ever really said about that guy. Yeah, apparently there's been entire episodes of the show where he and others are just
Hey, I recognize that name. That's a detractor.
You know what I'm saying? Not even like pertinent stuff, just the same old memes, the same old toxic shit that everyone regurgitates that is not true or pertinent at all. They just repeat the same memes like parrots, like sheep, because they have nothing else to say. They just say the same shit over and over. It makes them feel good about themselves to try to bring someone else down, which is absolutely pathetic. It's what a bully does, right? So, yeah, that's all I know about the situation. Now, you guys are saying, you've been telling me for days, oh, now, you know, he's apparently it's been revealed that he's lied about cancer and all kinds of shit. I don't know. All I can say is this. Someone like that, all right, it seems to me like someone like Boogie is someone who is destined to keep making the same mistakes. He never learns, right? So if there's already a track record history of him habitually lying for personal gain, he will probably continue to lie for personal gain forever, correct? Like,
no one else does the same thing? Like, look in the fucking mirror, my dude.
Like, there's been no actual effort to change. If this guy knows that he is medically bad because of his health, then why doesn't he do things to change it and improve it? You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like he'll always be like that. So if that's the situation, and he lied about cancer and he lied about a million other things, I guess that's just who he is, and people can either accept that or you move on. I don't even understand why people talk about it. Like, why? Here's the truth. If you actually feel that that person is like that, then why do you care, and why do you continue to talk about them or watch them? Just ignore them. If you know this is a person who all they do is habitually lie about everything to get over on everyone, then just ignore them, and they will fade away. They will just...
I really wish we could ignore you. But you're just so fucking stupid and so fucking entertaining at being stupid that I can't look away.
Disappear. Don't give them views. Don't give them attention. Just let them do their thing and fade into obscurity and then disappear from YouTube. Correct? Well, you know, because the truth is, if there's value there in what the content that the person makes, then people will still go back for the value they're finding. If there's no value, if the only value is their lolcow, we'll just ignore them, and then they will vanish, and you can focus on other positive things. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand why people care about this so much. How is this a big topic of debate? Oh, he might have lied about cancer. He might have lied about the scam about cryptocurrency or this or that. Who cares? You already know the guy's a habitual liar. You know that he turns on you on a whim for personal gain. How is this a story? Why are the people making videos that are getting millions of views about this topic? How is this even a topic? Who cares?
Because it's something that people want to talk about and discuss. Same thing with, like, why people would rather go to Memology 101 and watch your shitty Street Fighter 6 gameplay than go to the source. Because he cuts it up and makes it digestible for them to watch just all of your failures, which there are many. Like, I don't know how he has, like, a 50% win rate every single clip I've watched. Every single, like, even if I'm lurking in someone's restream, it is always... Oh, he's always losing. How he advances anything, I'll never, ever, ever know. But anyways.
I don't care. I don't give two fucks about this guy. He turned...
Well, you obviously do care if you're putting a lot of effort and time into talking about it.
On me, said a bunch of nasty things about me when I was trying to be nothing but nice to him. My only interactions with him were nice things, and trying to be on a podcast with him because he offered it. That was it. And then my hands were off. I was like, okay, whatever. Everything else is on his end. And literally, there's a track record of negative shit he said, so why would I give a hell about that? Listen, I'm busy, man. I don't have time to waste on that shit. I got my own stuff I'm doing. I got my own projects, my own content, my own family to deal with. I don't have to deal with someone else's nonsense. Fuck it.
You don't have a family. A staying maid and a cat is not a family.
Yeah. waste my time on your drama. Get the fuck out of my life, you know? So, yeah, I don't understand. I don't even understand why this is a topic. I don't understand. If you already knew this is how the guy was, why did you even want him on a podcast to begin with? If you knew every word out of his mouth was going to be a lie, right? I don't know. It's like, oh, big news. Habitual bank robber has robbed a bank. Oh my God, front page news. No, they've robbed the bank 10 times before. Why is this a big drama thing right now? Like, why does anyone care? Why does anyone... Shocker, right? What are you talking about? I agree. The Dr. Disrespect drama coverage is different than Boogie drama. Here's why. The Dr. Disrespect story was shocking when it happened years ago, and we never had an answer for what happened between him and Twitch. When the answer came out, it was shocking because no one suspected that's actually what had happened behind the scenes. That's completely different than everyone else saying, well, Boogie's a liar, Boogie's a liar, Boogie's a liar, Boogie's a liar, Boogie's a liar. Yeah, we got that 7 times before. We didn't need to know. We don't have to talk about it again, right? So...
Have we really? Like, what was the other instances that we had that Boogie was a liar? Like probably the crypto stuff, yeah. I honestly can't remember another instance where Boogie was like, oh my God, he's a liar, he told this and it wasn't true. I really don't know.
It's different. It's definitely a different situation.
Club, sip, sip, sip.
Andre, I'm well aware of that, but we're not talking about that today. I already said my piece about that last night. That's why I did the video. I don't want to derail my...
Andre GJ at DSP Gaming. A bystander that was at the rally yesterday that got hit by the bullet and died was a former fire chief. How many people unfortunately died from the rally? Did they end up reporting that at all? My feed right now is a bunch of other people that are just unfortunately kicking the bucket. Like yesterday, like in the midst of Trump getting shot, Richard Simmons died. Shannon Doherty passed away today. She was only 53 years old. And a football player from the NFL, Jacob E. Jones, he passed away. Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe that at all. No other YouTuber ever lied about cancer before. I don't believe that at all. I believe it's happened before, or at least about an illness, right? About, you know, wasn't there infamously a streamer who always said they were disabled and then come to find out they got caught standing up out of their wheelchair and it was all a sham or something?
Oh yeah, Zillion OP. I remember Zillion OP. Fuck, when I used to do Vita vlog every day in April, I made a big stink about that. Yeah, fuck Zillion. I come to find out that he wasn't actually disabled, that he was just in the wheelchair because he was just recovering from a crash or some shit like that. And it's just like, oh yeah, I could have walked like months later. It's like, yeah, but you let on the facade that you were disabled and collected a shit ton of money from the sympathy money from people on Twitch. And then you got banished to Hitbox, and when Hitbox became Smash, you went back to YouTube under a different alias. Then you stupidly admitted that you were who you were, and Twitch rightfully banned your ass again. Like, how? You've got to be that... I don't even know what happened to the dude, and I don't care.
So, similar stuff has happened before. This is not a big deal.
I wonder if his chat knows who he's talking about. Or someone bring up the name.
Yeah, Radical Jaws, I don't know how to help you there unless you want to look up resources on the internet of what to do. He says a baby bird fell out of a tree during a storm. He doesn't know what to do. You can look it up online. You want to bring it in and try to take care of it, or if there's a shell.
Look it up online. The thing that you never do. How does this work? I don't know. Fucking someone told me in chat. And he's here actively asking chat.
Filter nearby that would raise it.
Wasn't there some Twitch streamer who lied about cancer? Emily or something?
Not. Sadly, you gotta let nature take its course, man. I don't know what else to say. Derek, how are you? Welcome.
Oh, hey, DSP Gaming. Hey, Phil. Happy Sunday. Oh, wait. Sorry. I can't do that voice. I gotta do, that was the snooted intro for this. Hey, Phil. Happy Sunday. I'm ready for episode 73 of your reaction today. I'm a terrific athlete. I love it. It's like, there's like one day they just did all Derek speak, but it was all Homestar Runner. Fucking love it. Oh. Hello? Brunel? Hello? Oh, you're gonna answer this? One woman who pretended to be black and led a BLM group, but it turned out she just blackfaced herself to pretend. Not gonna talk about that, Phil? Hello? Looks like we're about ready to wrap up too.
Bullets this year. Holy moly, guys! Like seriously, not being involved in any of this drama shit with these lolcow people, not doing a documentary. That
Oh, I agree with that being said. Clum, release the Clum cut. Release all the footage you have of inside the snort fort. We demand it. I need to see what's broken, what's molded. You know, I need to see like the giant clumps of fucking Jasper kitty litter that's all over the place that they refuse to move. I need to see what Phil's day off truly encompasses. That would be a way better documentary than what you were going to produce.
I'll say this now publicly too, because people every once in a while ask me. I have not had any contact with Mike Clum since like February of this year. Where we kind of left it was Mike was going to go off and do other work and other projects, and he was going to cycle back and talk to me at some point about the possibility of maybe doing a documentary in the future. And we kind of left the door open there because I said I don't want to do it now, right? And then what happened is after it was off, we canceled the documentary. It came out that his next documentary was going to be on that EDP guy, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. You did a documentary on Boogie. You wanted to do a documentary on me, which you said was going to be an honest, but going to have positivity in there too. It wasn't going to be a doom and gloom documentary like Boogie's. But then your next documentary is going to be about a guy who is an accused pedophile, evidence of possible wrongdoing, right? That, do you not understand how bad that association is? And I outright said here on my streams, no, there was no way I was going to do a documentary with Mike when he's doing documentaries on the fucking charity case Boogie sob story and then a fucking accused pedophile. Like, what the fuck is this? Of all the things, like, why would I want to be associated?
Yeah, just to like. Here's the thing. You are so negative, Phil. There's no documentarian in the world that can ever paint you in a positive light. Ever. They're just like, I can't objectively and journalistically, like my journalistic code or whatever, it says that like I have to make this documentary about who you really are and what you are as an asshole. Oh yeah, someone's asking us like, did BITW Awesome apologize? And he says no, and I positively don't care.
In a sandwich between that shit, right? So I feel like I did dodge a bullet there, because if I did have a documentary with Mike, it probably would have been associated with other people. Even if the documentary wasn't even that bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, it had some negative, it had some positive, and overall it was a complete picture of who I am. I still people would say, oh, it's that guy with associated with EDP. And I've been like, what? How am I associated with EDP? No, I'm not, right? So I mean, yeah, but the thing is,
oh, he was gonna be afraid of being guilt by association. It's like, well, my club did a documentary on Boogie and EDP, so you must be terrible. It's just like, no, you just be terrible on your own. Look at this fucking chat. It's like, hey, BCW's back. You fucking banned him.
Has anyone heard about anything Mike Clum is doing right now? I mean,
you
guys,
fucking rats.
He hasn't done anything this year at all. He hasn't released anything. To my knowledge, he was working on multiple projects and things. You know what I mean? Like, he was supposed to be working on multiple documentaries. The EDP was one of them. Nothing has come out at all. And it's like, wonder what happened there. I haven't heard from him. Like I said, I was supposed to basically like cycle back and hear from him probably around the summer and go from there, but
why don't you reach out to Clum? This is Phil saying, like, he will never reach out to anyone. Everyone has to reach out to him. Like John and Howard, they have to call him. Mike Clum has to call him. Keemstar has to call him. He will never reach out to anyone right away. Like Stone Craig had to reach out to him.
Yeah, Citruson says, I still think there needs to be a documentary aside from the downfall of DSP out there. No, and you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. And I think that eventually it will happen, but I think that I'm on the right course now. I think the only way that you can get a fair documentary about me would be that I have several years where I show that I'm not involved in drama. I'm not involved in any of this toxic shit. I've made an honest effort to change and improve and be a positive person. I stay disassociated from any of the nonsense. Then you could say, okay, listen, in his past, there was all this bullshit. But take a look at the last few years where all this effort...
You know, I was a piece of shit for 30 years, but these last 2 years have got to wipe that out, right? Right? Oh my god, where's that? I need that clip. There's a certain clip from South Park I need. Oh god, I don't think I can find it. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Oh, don't give me the COVID special, come on. Where you at? If I take Cartman out of it. Oh. Oh god, I can't find the clip. God damn it. Essentially, there's a clip from South Park where Kyle's cousin Kyle is doing Cartman's naughty and nice list audit just to see like what type of present he would get. And he's like saying, like, oh, if I do all these nice things, they gotta cancel out the bad things. He's like, okay, how much nice stuff do I have to do? And it's like, if you cure cancer and AIDS before next Friday, you still owe Santa 2 presents. That's why he's like, oh, if I do all this nice stuff, that eliminates all the bad stuff. Yeah, that eliminates the Dead Space playthrough, right? That eliminates all the other times I said the N-word, right?
Has been made to make positive content. Even though he's not a popular YouTuber anymore, he still makes a living. He's still got a respectable audience. He's still got people who supports him for who he is, and he's not hurting anyone. That's the epilogue of the story, right? You need to have that epilogue chapter in order to have the fair documentary. So,
a fair documentary. The fair documentary is the only one that makes him look good in the end. So again, you've done too much bad stuff, dude, that nothing you do will ever make up for it. Road to redemption. Clyde, there is no road to redemption.
that's what I mean. It's like,
hey,
right
man, what's up? We're just doing the pre-stream because Jad unfortunately couldn't do it, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll throw my hat in the ring. I was gonna do this is how you don't play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I might do later tonight, depending on how I'm feeling. Because he has stomped his foot down. He's like, I am not doing Rebirth. Rebirth is gone. Rebirth is gone to Ban World.
Henry doesn't even make sense because I'm in that phase right now. I'm kind of in that phase of transition to positive content, even though it means I'm not popular. At least I'm happy and successful for the stature that I have, which is very small, but still respectable. The fact that I make a living doing it, right?
But you're not positive. You're not happy. Any fucking Street Fighter 6 stream will show that. You are so toxic when you lose. You're a fucking crybaby. You're a sore loser. And then you're a sore winner. My dude.
That's the thing. I have no intention of having any kind of giant stature or growth. I just don't. I like who I am, where I am. Maybe every once in a while a video will go viral or whatever, but it's not a big deal to me at all. Yeah, Andre the DJ, see, here's the thing. He says, I saw an episode of Mr. Beast, 50 YouTubers competed for cash and prizes. I would say, I'm not sure I'd want to participate in that kind of a contest. You're in a good place already. Back in the day, if you want evidence that I never had intentions to blow up and be big, okay? Back in the day when I actually was at the height of my popularity on YouTube, I was getting offers from reality shows. They wanted to meet me to be on that Ultimate Gamer show because they felt that I was a big personality on YouTube and I was going to add to the show. And they actually said they thought I would go pretty far in it, being that, you know, I was making variety content or whatever. And they thought I would be a perfect fit. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to be me, man. I'm not about blowing up. I don't need to get popularity being on your show or whatever. I just want to make content for YouTube. That's all I care about. Like being here for my audience and enjoying games. I don't want to be a celebrity. You know what I mean? And then, guess what they got in place of me? Justin Wong. He was the one who went on Ultimate Gamer in place of me because they wanted someone who was in the fighting games. So they picked him. But that's...
And guess what? I don't think Ultimate Gamer helped it because, like, honestly, I did not know Justin Wong was still in, or was in that show. That's actually might be good React content. Is going back because, like, remember we watched the tester on Gay Days for Good? I have season 2 and 3 somewhere. That'd be kind of fun to go back on those. And then see if I can find that Ultimate Gamer. Because I watched this British YouTuber reviewing Tough Enough Season 2. And, like, the audition process, he was going through it. It's like, man, you looked at that audition process and how many people in there are, like, were future stars of the industry. Like, Season 2 auditions had John Morrison, Awesome Kong, Mr. Kennedy. There was somebody else on there that was just like, holy shit, he was on there or she was on there. Anyways,
So I mean, like, I had many opportunities over the years, offers and shit from companies and shit. I just know I never took the bag, and I never ran with any popularity, which is what sadly most people did.
and that's why you are where you are, dude. If you took it, maybe you would have held on to a few longtime viewers and be like, hey, I remember you from that show. I'm still with you all these years later. It takes one video or one appearance in something for someone to go, hey, I'm going to follow that person because I like them. You know how I found Max? I found Max on screwattack.com because whoever's running the site, Chad or Ben, uploaded his boss rage of Shadow Jago. And I thought it was entertaining as all hell. And I subbed to them that day and never looked back. Sometimes that's all it takes, dude. Oh, someone said, have you ever met James Roll from Mike Matei?
They all did that. Whenever they had the opportunity, they always took it, no matter what. You know, just take it, grow. No matter what. Doesn't matter what you sacrifice, doesn't matter how you change. Just keep going, you know. I don't care. I never cared about any of that. I never.
And that's why you are here at level 1. And that's why you will always be at level 1. Because the opportunity knocks and you don't take it, that's your own fucking fault. And it's not these people's responsibility to fund your lifestyle. Never put that burden on them because you refuse to take that bag. You lay the blame on them. You watched Mac back when he did Ultimate Assist Me. Nice. Actually, it popped up in my feed there. You miss 100% of the shots you take. Yeah. Or the shots you don't take.
I'm happy where I am.
Oh. Someone says, hold that thought. At DSP Gaming, what's wrong with taking the opportunity and growing? Nothing.
What's wrong with taking opportunity and growing? Because it changes you.
And we fear change, apparently.
It changes you. When you accept that, and it's not something that you are, it's not part of who you are, right? Like when I came into YouTube, I didn't come into YouTube to be popular. I didn't come into YouTube to make money. I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I even monetized a single one. I didn't make a dime on it, right?
But you're still asking for money. Your PayPal link was there for all to see. And there was nothing wrong with the early days, making it for fun. Hey, you know, all power to you. You know, you're still working at Sikorsky. You know, it was fun to have a small little hobby like that.
I never had intention of trying to turn this into a job. I just liked it as a hobby, right? So when it became my job because I got laid off, it was shocking and a lifestyle change for me. And then, even then, I was like, I saw other people around me who were basically doing everything that I disagreed with in life. Toby Turner, taking ad campaigns to advertise Madden. He's never fucking played Madden in his life, but here he is advertising Madden on YouTube, and his ads that advertise his gaming channel are showing up on my gaming video. It's 100% morally wrong. It may not be legally wrong, but it's morally wrong. So I see shit like that. People...
So... Yeah, the whole Toby Turner thing is like, it's not Toby Turner's fault the ads showed up on your videos. That's what YouTube decides to do. Dude, I've had issues with the way that YouTube puts their ads on there sometimes. Sometimes I'll just get some random kid's handycam footage of him playing competitive Fortnite. 28-minute long ad. And then the one that I recorded most recently, the last time that this happened, thankfully it doesn't happen a whole lot anymore, but someone's live stream of golf. A golf tournament, 3.5 hours, ad 1 of 2 on a video I was watching. I was like, what the fuck is going on? How much of this income goes to the bills? The absolute minimum. The rest goes to WWE champions and Scopely.
Always taking the opportunity to make a quick buck. And I hate it. And it drives me fucking nuts. I hate to say it, which a lot of people don't seem to understand. I'm not a money motivated person. As much as money would help.
Are you fucking kidding me? Hello? This right here the whole fucking time. I'm not a money-driven person. Guys, please support the content. I try to hit $50 on every stream.
About my life situation, I'm definitely not a money-motivated person. I'm a morals-motivated person. So
Oh, that's why you monetized your stream talking about Trump and the shooting. Yeah, there's some great morals there, bud.
So because of that, there's a lot of things that I've turned down. I've been very different from others. Probably comes from being raised Roman Catholic and having those morals and values.
Oh, don't you fucking throw Roman Catholic in our fucking faces again. He only does this when it's convenient to him. He's just like, oh, my morals because I was raised Roman Catholic. It's like, fuck you.
Instilled in me, and that's how I kind of live my life. So I'm not going to be taking every advantage or jumping on every little thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Oh, damn it. I don't have it on here anymore. I don't have it on my soundboard. Hang on, let me get my other. I gotta fix my soundboard for everyone here. But whenever I hear him play that, god damn it, where are you, Butters? Butters. Oh.
Do you know what I am saying?
Oh, I gotta crank that up.
Do you know what I am saying?
There we go.
I'm only going to do what I feel is right for me and my audience, and that has...
Where says he grew up Catholic, and I curse like a sailor. Oh, it's not about cursing. It's about his quote-unquote moral values. And his moral values say that you don't give to charity and publicize it. Like you... Oh, God, Derek's spamming in the chat again. Like, yeah. He says he donates to charity, but he doesn't tell you about it because that's his Roman Catholic upbringing in him. Oh. Hey, DSP Gaming. The only thing I see on YouTube is that my club did an interview with local script man 5 months ago. So?
Essentially meant declining and becoming the whipping boy for a bunch of bullies on the internet.
Oh, and by the way, Derek, he didn't respond to this right away, so be sure to delete it and repost it. Oh.
Because I didn't take those opportunities. I guess some people think that, you know, yeah, because he didn't do all those things back in the day to become big, that he's a joke. Wait, what? So because I stayed true to myself, I didn't sell out, I haven't changed. I don't think I'm some big fucking shot now. That's a bad thing? Really? Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, Copium's happy. Because this is what you're doing, my dude. You're coping. You're so coping. Like, I didn't take the offers there, and I like, there's absolutely nothing wrong. If you believe in the product, go for it. By the way, when it pops up here, I'm affiliated with Rogue Energy and Rogue Hydration. If y'all want to help me, go to rogueenergy.com, and when you put your order in, put in the code Syrup Club, and you get 10% off your order. They have switched their energy formula back to the original formula because they tried out a new one, and I'll be honest, I didn't like it. It wasn't very good, but they've gone back. They actually listened to their audience, and they've gone back and switched it to the 1.0 formula. Hello, wife of mine.
Hey, speaking of, go to get some stuff for supper.
Okay.
Basically, remember the cheese casserole?
Oh, goulash.
The goulash?
Yes.
I gotta get an onion, and I'll get some fresh Hamburg because I don't feel like taking anything out of the freezer just yet.
No worries.
So, yeah. Oh, you got some of your Lego fellows out, eh?
Yeah, I got those out. Goulash. Yeah. Goulash is really good. And I actually recommended someone because, like, it was one of those recipes I found on... it's not one I use. One I've used has been in my family for a very, very long time. But someone had posted it up because she was like, this is a great meal I make for my husband all the time.
Missing a few.
These are mine from the other year?
Yeah. They're the DC ones.
I need to, like...
And,
yeah, I need to make a stand for these.
can't be that hard. I mean, I'm just gonna get that thing from the dollar store.
Is that from the Hobbit?
That's Elrond.
Might have been from Lego Hobbit.
Yeah.
Depending on how old it is. I think that's the official Lego, that one there. Sorry, we're on a derailing here, guys. It's just...
Reminiscing.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. Bought a lot of,
Minifigs.
yeah, there's a guy who sells, like, bootleg minifigs. But they're still very good quality. Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of them in right in this little thing right here of mostly Marvel.
Yeah. Like that little Sonic one there.
Oh, the Marvel ones I got
Yeah.
in here. Keeping them together just to be safe.
Wait, there's a Batgirl in here. I don't think this is your.
Yeah, it's technically mine, but I was putting all the DC stuff in.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, I was just like, I'm pretty sure I did not get a Batgirl.
yeah, I know, but I just wanted to keep them together.
4D puzzle from Amazon. Nice. But yeah, no. So yeah, back to the story. So someone was making goulash. For her husband. She's like, oh, this is my goulash recipe. This is what I make it for my husband for his lunches all the time. And she's going over the ingredients, and it's like, oh yeah, tomato soup, this and that. I said, can I give you some advice? When you can go to the store, replace your tomato soup with tomato and basil paste. Same brand, Campbell's, but put some tomato and basil in there. Oh, so good. It'll give it a nice kick. Yeah, but that's how we make it. It's elbow macaroni, diced tomatoes, a can of tomato and basil, and a chopped onion with some ground beef. Mix that all in together. Oh, so good. And it makes a whole lot, so it's good to have it for leftover meals. Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, Phil being an idiot. Look at that horse go. Woohoo! It's jiggling this much because I'm at 1.5 speed. Is it time to adjourn? It's like 12:30 your time.
I love how people always take what I say.
What?
This guy's an idiot. I love how people always take what I say and spin it into some weirdo thing for their own personal situation. I love how people...
What did you say? Although the money can be good if you become a top YouTuber or a mainline celebrity, I think there are times where you wish you could be able to go out and be peaceful. Okay. A lot of good people and nice people make it big, Phil. That's an expiring success. Oh shit, too far. I was trying to scroll this down. Can't sleep if it isn't terrible. Phil is ethical. Dude, why did you say that? Apollo. Oh no, wait. Oh, at DSP Gaming, you really think that's why people have a problem with you because you didn't sell out?
This guy's an idiot. I love how people always take what I say and spin it into some weirdo thing for their own personal situation or,
Oh, did that get deleted?
What are you talking about?
I didn't know that I thought Raw Phil kept the unblocked chats on there. I guess not. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
I literally never said anything like that. So, just fuck off.
Jeez, I wonder why this is the reason why nobody likes you, because you can't take criticism. Or constructive criticism. Fuck off.
Okay, anything else, guys?
At DSP Gaming, yeah. He did only one interview 5 months ago. You should watch the movie Social Network.
Any other topics to discuss today?
Mark Zuckerberg!
Before we jump over to the React Show, because we do have to get over to the React Show in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Talking about birds.
Well, that's good to hear, Radical Jaws. I hope the bird makes it.
See you over on the React channel,
Well, thanks for those who
DSP.
chilled with me here today. Thanks to the few who supported early. I appreciate that very much. Like I said, that will count towards the React Show. We're going to scoot over there now. How am I liking Bison compared to Blanca? It's different. Blanca is kind of an oddball character. And basically, Blanca has strengths and weaknesses. What are Blanca's strengths? Great anti-air game. If anyone jumps, you basically get an insane punish. Pretty much almost for free against most characters.
Hey,
And
2+ speed
doesn't really
because
worry too
I
much about the
fucked
rush down the
Street
open,
Fighter
has his own
talk.
kind of tactics to get around it. So basically, he negate like Cammy. I'm not afraid of Cammy with Blanca. I'm really not. Like, I don't feel like Cammy's a big deal with Blanca. He's got a reversal, get out of the corner. He's got tactics that get him out of that situation, right? And he's just as good at rushing her down, mixing her up as she is trying to rush him down, right? With Bison, I feel like Bison's strength.
The only thing I'll say though is that you suck at everyone with when you're fighting Cammy. Cammy kicks your ass 9 times out of 10.
Is his damage output. He has incredibly high damage output. So as long as you're playing solid and you don't make a mistake and get trapped in the corner, you're going to play a solid game and win. Because you're going to do way more damage than your opponent is. The problem with Bison is, the moment he's trapped in the corner, he has a reversal. But he can't get out. He must guess to get out of the corner. Just like Panda. Just like Falsy, just like Dengi, just like Lily. All the other characters, they're all stuck in the corner. And that's his one weakness, is he gets stuck in the corner. But outside of that,
it's he just named every single character he uses. So the problem must be you then, Phil. And just be gaming. I'm going to get ready for the react show. See you in a few minutes on DSP Reacts. In a few minutes. Yes, Derek, go the fuck away. Derek's got to go get dressed and brush his hair.
or with his, his combos and stuff, he's solid. He's got good strategies, great, amazing damage output. So that's his strengths. Now, is he better than Blanca? Right now, a lot of people tend to say yes. They think that he's top tier. I'm not convinced. He's definitely mid to higher mid tier or lower top tier. I don't know if he's top tier. He doesn't have completely safe gameplay like others. Like the top tier has completely safe gameplay where they can play and mash a button and get away with it. They can do endless drive rushing and get away with it. He can't do that. So I don't know why people are under the impression that he's like top tier, except the damage. I think once people find ways to stop the constant offense that they're getting hit with from Bison, and they realize he won't be able to hit as often. When he hits, he'll hit hard, but he won't be able to hit as often. I don't think people are going to be that scared of him anymore. I think right now people are still feeling him out and trying to figure out how he is as a character. What I think a lot of people don't realize is that his head stomp and his double reverse are unique and may actually be a bigger part of his game than people think right now, because top players aren't even using it. Top players aren't using head stomp and aren't using double reverse. I'm trying to put that into my strategy, you see? I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to implement new stuff that others aren't touching. So we'll see in time what happens. I definitely think he's a great character. He's at least as good as Blanca. But the thing is, when I play with Blanca, I don't ever feel like, oh no, I'm in a disadvantageous situation. Even if someone's rushing me down, I know if I have meter, I can do EX up Blanca ball and kind of get out of that situation. It's just going to cost me meter. I don't have that with Bison. I've got to guess to get out of situations, and that's, I feel like it's a disadvantage in that case. But then when I hit, here comes giant damage, right? So that's kind of the trade-off.
Hellrider with the $5 super chat. There's no greater honor than enjoying your chosen guild, and no greater shame than failing it. What?
Oh, Ryder did a super chat. He said, there's no greater honor than joining your chosen guild and no greater shame than failing it. Well, I have no idea what that means or what you're talking about, but thank you very much, Hellrider, for the super chat today.
Bison's going to be top tier in the coming months, you think? Yeah?
No, I haven't used Guile. Nope. Guile. Basically, the characters you see me using right now are the ones I played the most. I tried various other characters, but I don't think I ever did a session with Guile, did I? I don't even think I did. Nope.
Again! At DSP Gaming. See you over on DSP Reacts in a bit. Excited to see what videos are nominated. Shut the fuck up! I don't have a Jaha sound clip, but Derek, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna fly to Ontario.
I've used Guile in other Street Fighter games before. I've used him in Super Turbo, obviously, and other versions of Street Fighter 2. I played him in the CBS series a bit. I tried him in Street Fighter 4. I thought he was good in Street Fighter 4, actually. But no, I haven't really given any time to Guile whatsoever in Street Fighter 6. Then, I think because he didn't really appeal to me. Just, Sonic booms and just keeping people away and a little bit of advancement here or there, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be a little boring. He's like a boring character to play. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh,
no,
no.
it's incredibly hot here, Derek. It's going to continue to be mid to high 80s Fahrenheit.
God.
The entire next week, there's no end in sight. Every day, it's like, oh, maybe there'll be a break in the heat. Maybe there'll be a break. No, every day, another 80-degree day, another 80-degree day, another 80-degree day. It's like, oh my God, this summer has been pretty nuts so far. We've already been in about a week and a half of constant heat, and it's just not changing. It's staying consistent every day.
Yeah, he gave him an inch. He replied to him.
Full Sundays, 1, 2, 3, 4, another 7 days of 80+ degree heat. It's never ending.
80 degrees is hot. Yeah. I got rain and clouds today.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and let's swap over to the reality show. Whoa, the reality TV show. No, let's switch over to the react show, everyone. Thank you for chilling with me here today on the Level 1 podcast. And tomorrow we get back to fun gameplay. I'm excited to use the Victrix again. I'm actually disappointed. It's been 2 days I'm not playing Street Fighter. Now that I have a better joystick, I'll have to wait. But I'll be patient. Tomorrow I'll be back. Thank you all. See you then. Peace out. Okay.
Oh God.
All right.
You're asking for it. You're getting banned.
It's all set up here.
Oh, he got leaned. He finally got leaned.
My playlists are getting messy. I might need to do a cleanup for my playlists. There we go. Controller's not working. That's good. There we go. Our Ultra member videos for today. Let's get the logo set up. Let's get the pop-up set up. See here. Go. Alright, there's the React pop-ups. Let's test these. Because I've been having issues with these React pop-ups. We try to use them once a week. They seem to time out. So let me test this right now. Go here.
What's he got on tap here?
Alright, this is a test. I don't know if this is going to work. No, the page won't even... Oh! Whoa! It worked! I clicked it. It's going to play like 10 times now. It was just lagging as hell. Okay, that's a good sign. Try this. Oh, God. Oh, my God. The page is ultra lagged. I gotta refresh it. Holy crap. The page is locked up and not loading at all. Oh, man. That's not good. Oh.
I'm gonna do the Jad thing. We'll go until he starts recording.
Try this.
Okay. No, I don't play bingo, so there's no bingo on there, but...
It's working, but...
You very well could have said a few lot of things there that...
Maybe the throwback pop-ups. Maybe the throwback pop-ups and these are the same, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Let's test this one. Alright, that one's just a standard one. Okay. I think what it is I almost never get contributions or tips on the React show, so I don't even bother, like messing with this. So I don't really see these too often. I don't even remember what the animations are. There we go. Yeah, I don't even remember what the animations are.
I was like off 2 times speed.
I've forgotten what they are. Okay, all right, guys, let's swap over to the React channel. I'm gonna turn the stream off, and you're gonna see a pop-up. It's gonna say, "Hey, click here, go to the React channel." I'll be live over there within 5 minutes with some music playing, and then we'll start by 1 p.m. Okay? All right, guys, I will see you on the React channel. Thanks a lot.
All right, let's go to live Phil. Oh no, that's it. Okay. So is Raw Phil even restreaming the reacts? Wow, not even Raw Phil gives a fuck about the reacts. Oh my god. Oh my god. Not even Raw Phil will give two fucks about the reacts. By the way, I saw the Spider-Man Yakuza tweet. Nice. I can't believe that. Not even Raw Phil wants to do the react. Well, then again, like someone like Raw Phil's smart, because if he were to do the reacts, he could potentially get banned, because there have been some questionable stuff on some DSP reacts. You know, chicks with dicks that put mine to shame. Okay, let's see. Oh no! Wait. There's DSP Raw. I guess is this different from Raw Phil? God.
Chicken is well cooked.
Okay, let me flip over.
Barbecue sauce is sweet and has lots of herb flavor to it. Where we watch clips
Holy
from all
fuck.
over the internet, as I guess I should do the math to figure it out, right? But yeah, good stuff. Thanks for
It's
hanging out
live,
with
it's
me today.
uncensored, and it's
Your members here
uncooked.
We'll go first as usual, then we go to the submissions tier. Remember, here on the channel, a lot of this content gets demonetized.
Yeah, poor me. Why don't I have
You're
money?
fascinating.
Still at $10 in tips. I was skimmed through. I just want to see, is he watching anything? Oh god, Super Turbo content. Just watch a little bit.
Like the old ones. I would love to play Super Turbo again. I would love for a game that plays like Super Turbo to re.
Yeah, because that's the only one that you're fucking good at. The only one that is like, oh, I need to play. I came 4th place in EFO with this, dude. I'm the #1 in the US. Oh, I need that clip again, just to soothe my soul.
Because when you play Bison and you hit a fierce,
That's what I was looking for.
you got some idiot named DSP who's a total piece of shit, by the way. I like to get that on YouTube, but this guy thought he was hot shit because he beat me and Choi in a game that was like, it's like fucking Neo Geo conversion of Street Fighter or some crap, dude. And he was so proud that he put under as a signature, he's the #1 US ranked Super Turbo player that year. But I mean, look at him now. I mean, he's just.
No, he's got 20,000 subscribers on YouTube.
20,000 idiots are subscribed to him. That's great. Congratulations. Congratulations with your YouTube channel, and hope you enjoy your life, bro. I mean, it's a great victory. PlayStation 1 Super Turbo champion. You take that to your grave, bro. Good luck.
Alex.
Oh god, that clip gives me like, I don't care. There's this 2010 is still pertinent today, 14 years later. Fucking Neo Geo conversion of Street Fighter or some shit. Take a look at him now. All right, that's gonna be it for me. Street Fighter 2 on 3DO. Well, I mean, yeah, and you gotta get that weird Capcom pad for it. That's like the D-pad here with a handle and the 6 buttons on there. Because like what, the Neo Geo had 3 buttons, like the Genesis. Although I heard the 3DO version of Super, like if you can get that controller or like a comparable fight stick, I think that version of Super Turbo is not too terrible. Okay, folks, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks to Jad for the retweet there. I kind of, tagged him on there. It was like, oh, if he's not doing bingo, I'll do a restream. Not a whole lot of people were doing it. I think Trill Murray was doing one there. No, appreciate it there. So I have to tentatively look and see what's going on tonight. I may be back on YouTube because he has officially put Final Fantasy 13, 15 Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth to the it's gone to the Phantom Zone. It's never coming back. He's never playing that game again. So maybe we can do this is how you don't play on it. But yeah, no, it was fun. Thanks everyone that hopped in and chatted. I'll be back soon. Trying to figure out what to do Monday. Because Woody's still out of town, I think. Actually, I should double check and see when he's coming back. We might start up Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I'm not sure. That's a shame he's missing out. Oh, we're like I said, we're not going to continue the. We're not continuing Tiny Tina's DLC until he's back. It's only fair. Started with him, might as well. We gotta end with him. Oh, you meant Phil. Missing out on what? Oh, he misses out on a lot of stuff. Oh, Final Fantasy? Yeah. But he's at Costa del Sol, and that's where boobies are. You can't have boobies. I'm married, stupid. Okie doke. That is so great. All right. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for checking out. Thanks for chatting. And I will see you later. Bye.